Audio check, testing 1, 2.
Russellville High School soccer. State tournament action for the Cyclones is made possible by First State Bank, Olathe Realty, Arkansas Tech University, by Chicken Mart, Union Bank, River Valley Tinting and Glass, by Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, Arkansas Beauty School, by Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, Bill Ride Autoplex, Honda of Russellville, R&R Express, Stella Manor, by West Fraser, River Valley Furniture, Miller Roofing Company, Russellville School District, and Sorrell's Body Shop.
What a great day for a soccer state championship. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mickey Duvall, along with Stephen Berry, our producer back at Russellville. We are in Hot Springs Lakeside and ready for the 5A state championship girls matchup between your Russellville Lady Cyclones and the Searcy Lady Lions. Yes, we're going to start. It may be delayed because of some weather issues coming in, but as of right now, they said we're going to start the game on time. The game's slated for 10 o'clock. I say on time. They always have some pregame festivities for the first game. They'll be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem and all that. But as of right now, we are going to start this championship game at 10 o'clock, so probably about 15 minutes away. Well, I don't want to say we didn't think we'd be here, but I thought we'd be here for the boys. I'm not sure about the girls. It's kind of flip-flop. The boys were upset in the quarterfinals. However, the Lady Cyclones upset the defending state champions, Little Rock Christian, in the quarterfinals, won the semifinals against Shiloh Christian to meet Searcy here, the number 1 seed out of the East. Lady Cyclones, the 2 seed out of the West. It's a tall order for the Lady Cyclones today, but you know what? That's the way it's been this whole tournament run. The Lady Cyclones come into today's matchup 18-3-1 on the season. They were 14-1-1 in conference play. Their only loss and tie was to Siloam Springs. Searcy defeated Siloam Springs in the semifinals to get here. Searcy's only lost 1 game all year, 21-1-1. In fact, their head coach Landon Stafford, he's in his 3rd season. He's only lost 6 games in his 3 years at Searcy, but he is still looking for his first state championship. We're going to preview a little bit more between these two teams. There's a little similarities here, even though Lady Cyclones are the lower seed. We'll talk about that when we come back. This is Lady Cyclones Soccer on River Country 102.3.
Dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Olathe Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Olathe Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
High school students, are you ready to level up your future? If you're a rising junior, Arkansas Tech's Preview Day Level Up is going to help you unlock your potential. Join us on June 4th to visit the campus, visit with professors, learn about our amazing honors program, and find out how to hack your way to a better ACT score. A better score means more scholarship money for college. Come see what it's like to be an ATU student. Register today at atu.edu/levelup.
I stood there staring at my grocery receipt, and I'll be honest, it kind of took the wind out of me. Same cart, half the food, twice the price. That's when someone said, "Go to Chicken Mart." Now, my freezer's full again. My kids don't hear "not this week" as much. So visit Chicken Mart at 1808 South Arkansas Avenue and 106 Weir Road, Suite 3. Feed your family without feeling like you're losing a fight with Chicken Mart, your local chicken and more store.
Running a small business should be about growth, not paperwork. That's why Union Bank offers auto books, an easy way to send invoices, accept payments, and manage cash flow right inside your Union Bank app. Get paid faster with online links, in-app invoicing, or contactless payments with the money going straight to your Union Bank account, helping you grow small business. Visit Union Bank today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at gounion.bank. That's gounion.bank today.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Welcome back to the state championship, a 5A state championship. Both teams getting introduced here, or they're going to do the national anthem at some point, so we will take a break during that, so we're going to wait and see. The first game of the day, your Lady Cyclones against the Searcy Lady Lions. It's a 10th meeting between these two teams. 8 times they've met in the playoffs the previous 9 times, and now they're going to do the national anthem. So we will take a break to honor America with that, with the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem. We'll be right back to continue our pregame show.
Which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now a moment of silence.
Consistent, responsive, honest, and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast to see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
I choose to have my vehicle serviced at Phil Wright instead of going somewhere for a 10-minute oil change or a quick lube place because of the service, and also because at Phil Wright I'm able to get not only my oil change, but
with our online people, we're synced in with the radio, let you know that we cannot do video. AAA will not allow us. So hoping to pull up some video at the end if our Lady Cyclones can pull out the victory here.
Year in and year out, terrain changes, seasons change, even the rules change. But one thing stays the same. Honda ATVs.
In the past, we've always been able to pull up video for the celebration. We're hoping we have that situation today.
As reliable as ever. Built to haul, climb, and conquer, these are the machines folks count on to get the job done, and they're available now at Honda of Russellville. There's a Honda ATV built for how you ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda ATVs are for riders 16 years and older.
KCJC Dardanelle Russellville, an Arkansas River Valley radio station. Locally owned, locally proud. This is River Country 102.3.
Welcome back. We welcome you to the 5A state championship match between the Lady Cyclones and the Searcy Lady Lions. It's supposed to be hosted at UCA. They signed a contract and have been doing it for the last few years. However, they had to get out of the contract this year because of the construction going on there on the campus of UCA. So Hot Springs Lakeside stepped up and said, we'll host, because you got to host baseball, softball, and soccer, not just one of the sports. So they're hosting all the sports. This is the third and final day. They only have 2 days of soccer, Friday, Saturday, but they start Thursday with baseball and softball. So they have 4 more matches. The first one today, 10 o'clock start, Lady Cyclones and Searcy. I mentioned before we went to the break, these teams have played 9 times. 8 times have been in the playoffs, only 1 regular season matchup. Lady Cyclones hold a 6-3 record over Searcy. Both teams ended last year losing to Little Rock Christian. The Lady Cyclones lost in the semifinals to Little Rock Christian 1-0. Searcy made it to the championship game and lost to Little Rock Christian in the finals 3-1. Now, both teams are riding a 7-game winning streak into the finals, and so that's some of the similarities. The Searcy looks like a tall order. Everybody thought they would at least be in the semifinals with Siloam, and then it was everybody looking at the brackets thought Searcy and Siloam, that may be your championship game, and then the winner of that gets Little Rock Christian. They forgot about the Lady Cyclones, but Searcy, they did beat Greenwood easily to start their tournament run, beat Benton 3-0, beat Greenwood 7-0, and then, of course, beat Siloam Springs, but an odd game on that Saturday after we had already headed home. They beat Siloam Springs 3-2. 2 of their first 2 goals were by penalty kicks, and one was a questionable handball call. When you went back and looked at it on video, it should not have been called. And so that ended up being a big goal for Searcy because they won 3-2. As for your Lady Cyclones, they had a tough road because they had to beat Harding Academy in the opening round game and play it on Harding Academy's field, but won that one easily on Thursday of last week, 6-2. Beat Little Rock Christian in the second round, the quarterfinals. Just the first time that Russellville had ever beaten Little Rock Christian. They were 1-5 now all time, but beat them in 2-1 in the second round and beat Shiloh Christian in the semifinals on Saturday, 5-1. Russellville beaten Shiloh Christian 3 times this year because they're conference opponent, and so that's how the Lady Cyclones got here to face Searcy. Now, both teams actually kind of an odd little stat here. Both teams benefited from 2 penalty kicks in the state tournament. Lady Cyclones had 2 penalty kicks against Little Rock Christian. Searcy, as we mentioned, in the semifinals against Siloam. Searcy is coached by Landon Stafford. He knows the Lady Cyclones and the program. He was here for 1 season coaching in 2023. Went to Searcy because of an ailing grandmother to take care of her, and has been at Searcy for the last 3 years. The Lady Cyclones are coached by Fallon Bruckner. She's in her 2nd season here at Russellville, assisted by Gabby Stringer, Timo Martinez, and Bennett Liflin. Coach Bruckner had come here from Fayetteville. But mentioned Stafford, he has this program rolling. Even though he has not won a state championship his first 2 years, this his 3rd season. He has a record at Searcy of 61 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie. And in fact, the last time that Russellville met and beat Searcy was his only year of coaching the Lady Cyclones. That was in the first round of state tournament in 2023. We're kind of thrown off on our breaks. So Stephen, our engineer, because if they did the national anthem, I hope we're okay to go ahead and get ready for the start and not go to a break here. They always do the national anthem and Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence before the very first game. Now, they don't do it before any of the games. They got other games at 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 4 o'clock. They plan to be done at 6 o'clock. Mother Nature may have something else to say. We'll say if there is a lightning delay, we'll stay on the air on our YouTube channel. Not sure what we'll do on the radio side, but it's 30 minutes. If you see lightning in the area, they have to stop for 30 minutes. Now, if you are tuning us in on the radio, we'll say that we're on 102.3. We're also streaming our audio only on our YouTube channel, Cyclone Booth. We're not allowed to stream video. The AAA does a pay-per-view for soccer, which a lot of people don't like. But, hey, we're here with audio only because we want to give the Cyclones fans that have been following Russellville soccer all year that option. So we are happy that you're joining us here. Last year they did the pay-per-view, and then they ended up, we got a lot more people listening to us because their pay-per-view messed up, and it went out. People paid for it and then did not get to see the action when Russellville's boys won their 4th consecutive state championship. As we start, the Lady Cyclones are in black uniforms. Searcy, the higher seed, they get to pick. They wanted to wear white. The Lady Cyclones wearing black. So as we started, Lady Cyclones have possession, but Searcy on the move. They kick it past our defender. It goes in and out of the 18-yard box. Searcy with it near the wing. They're going to kick towards the keeper, and it's caught there by Maggie McGill, the sophomore goalkeeper for the Lady Cyclones. She wears number 0 when she's a keeper, 25 when she's not. She does have a goal this season. She kicked a goal from goalkeeper. Well, she had to play defenseman a few games, and because of some injuries the Lady Cyclones have had. The Lady Cyclones have battled injuries all year long, but as of right now, they're about as healthy as they can be. The Lady Cyclones have it in midfield with a throw-in by Carson Skelton. Goes off ahead of 2 different players, one for each team, and now a third one as this goes off ahead of Ruth Payne, the leading scorer for the Lady Cyclones on the season. Payne, wearing number 11, 35 goals on the season. She has lit it up in the state tournament with 6 goals in the state tournament. She kicks it towards the center. It's kicked back by Searcy, and now with it is Maddie Kowitzel for Russellville. Feeds it along the sideline off of Carson Skelton, and she'll kick it off of Shelton. No, they're going to say Sloan Shelton actually was off Carson Skelton is what they say. So Searcy has possession off the deep throw-in for Russellville is Allie Barnes coming up with it. Allie had changed positions and been on the back side a little bit more, not her natural position, but she has taken to that like a duck to water, and she's really been solid on the back side for Russellville, supplying some good defense there. Good defense by Allie Barnes. Looked like maybe a handball, was not called on Searcy. A long pass across is going to be intercepted by McKeely Hardman of the Lady Cyclones back on their own end. Long pass out, intercepted once again by Searcy. This is Sloan Shelton. Now the one they got about 3 players that can score a lot, but their main player is they call her Georgie McMahon, number 10. She's the one. Their leading keeper. She's got 5 goals in the state tournament. He gets near midfield, and now we're going to have a inadvertent handball called on Searcy. So they missed the first one, get the second one. The Lady Cyclones will get a free kick from about 55 yards out. Now, we do play it, even though they have a soccer complex, not a lot of stands over there at Lakeside, so they play it on the football field, so we do have it marked. Do have a picture of it if you're looking at us online on the YouTube channel. So we're sitting just inside the 45-yard line on Searcy's side, so meaning 54 yards away. With the free kick is Julia Callahan, the lefty, and she'll kick it one hop all the way to the keeper. That is Emerson Simmons. And she is a senior, wears number 2, and she'll take that shot. Not sure if it's a shot on goal because it got to the keeper, but if she would let it go, it might have gone past the goal line. It was very close. Emerson Simmons, their keeper, is actually going to attend Harding next year. That's kind of some question whether or not she's going to have a scholarship or walk on, but she's staying there in Searcy to play for the Lady Bisons. A deep kick by Searcy goes off then. The Lady Cyclones are going to have a throw-in inside of 30 yards. Carson Skelton, number 6, will throw this one in. Tries to get it to Payne. She has her back to the goal. Has to play it backwards to Skelton. Will try to center it to Callahan. Has to bump it off her left shoulder towards the center. Now Callahan will send it into the 18-yard box, but Simmons, the keeper for Searcy, chasing that one down. No score early on within the first 4 minutes here. And really nobody dominating possession time. Both teams with 1 shot. Along the far side, Lady Cyclones intercepting it is Channing Frederick. Taken away from her, and now Searcy on the move. Trying a fast break. They're inside of 40 yards, inside of 30, into the 18-yard box. They may have an open shot here. Simon kicks it towards McGill, and she's able to scoop it up as it was rolling along the turf. Addison Hardcastle, Searcy was there to try to get a rebound if she mishandled it. You're not allowed to touch the keeper. You're not allowed to touch the ball. The keeper has possession of it either. So just in case. The kick was kicked just beyond the center circle. Now in the center circle, Searcy has it, but they have to play it backwards. It's deflected. They tried a big kick. It was deflected briefly by Ruth Payne. They'll kick it again. The header back by Allie Barnes. That'll head all the way to the center circle. Julia Callahan for the Lady Cyclones will kick it forward. This will go to Channing Frederick along the side. Now she enters the 18-yard box. Will try to center this one. Actually tries a shot there, and it's scooped up by their keeper, Emerson Simmons. Couple of shots now for both teams. Simmons actually caught it on our left side as we're sitting. Everybody sits on the home side, and she ran all the way over to the right side before drop kicking it. And she got it near the halfway line. Searcy in control, splitting a double team. Now along the side with it is Matilde Fatula. She'll try to center this one in the 18-yard box. It's off of Russellville, deflected, and a shot is going to be caught by Russellville. McMahon with the shot, and a good job by Maggie McGill with her third save so far. Drop kicks it. And what I mean is she actually drops, lets it hit the turf, and then kicks it. So a legitimate drop kick, not a punt. And she kicks it near the center circle. Nobody with possession. And Searcy, the team in white, going to come away with it. Lady Cyclones wearing their regular home black uniforms, even though it was Searcy's call what they wanted to wear. Simon is going to get free and take a shot, but this one caught by McGill once again. McGill with 4 saves already. The defense by the Lady Cyclones not all that strong. Searcy just very strong on offense, and the kick and another steal by Searcy. They're inside of 30 yards out. This one going to be played back briefly by Allie Barnes. Searcy's coach Landon Stafford knows a lot about Russellville because coaching here for 1 year as the head coach back in 2023. Knows a lot of these seniors, even knows the young ones because he helped with the youth program. Lady Cyclones stifled so far, but an errant kick by Searcy along the far side. Russellville will get the throw in. Kana Keister along the far side will try to get it to Channing Frederick. It goes past the touchline. It'll belong to Searcy. Now we mentioned that everything was kind of even on possession time. Searcy dominating the last couple minutes. We have no score 7 minutes into this contest. Zoe Barnes will clear this one near the halfway line. Searcy Lady Lions back there, but they're having to retreat a little bit. And long pass is going to be intercepted by Maddie Kowitzel, one of the freshmen for the Lady Cyclones. She tries to play it forward to Reese Prince, but the pass was a little too far along the sideline. It's going to be picked up by Searcy Prince deflected it. It goes off of a Lady Cyclone and out past the touchline. A throw-in for Searcy. Shelton, number 14, will throw this one in. She's going to keep it along the sideline. Tried to get it to McMahon, but it went over her shoulder. She tried to use the shoulder to keep it alive, and it goes out past the touchline. And can't call it the out-of-bounds line. It's called the touch line. So Russellville will have it. They throw it in off of Searcy once again. We count down in high school soccer if you didn't know that. So 40-minute halves. We're at 32-23. The Lady Cyclones and Searcy Lady Lions here in the 5A state championship match, and we have no score. Played all the way back by Searcy. Let's see if Russellville can get a steal here. They kick it near the halfway line. The header played down by Reese Prince. Ruth Payne gets it. She'll pass it over to Callahan, trying to get it ahead to Payne, who is out in front of people. But the pass picked off by the Lady Lions. Reese Prince with a steal inside of 40 yards. They're just double teaming and swarming. Now out of the double team comes Callahan for Russellville. It gets knocked back, and Prince trying to play it to the side. Tried to actually play it back. Carson Skelton over near the center circle, and this one going to be taken over by the Lady Lions. No score. Searcy with 4 shots on goal. The Lady Cyclones with 2 shots, 1 on goal. Channing Frederick giving chase. Searcy kicks a big kick ahead to the wing, and Keister will let it roll past the goal line. We mean the goal kick, and so you'd rather that than have it go past the touch line for Russellville, because your keeper gets to keep it instead of throwing it in. And McGill will put it over on the right side of the goalie box. And with the big kick here, it will hit the turf 50 yards away from her, bounce high in the air off the AstroTurf, which seems to be a little bit better condition than what they had the state tournament last week. Searcy has it. They'll kick it along the far side all the way just outside the 18-yard box. The Lady Lions kick it towards the box. Let's see if they can get a shot here. The shot goes up and over the crossbar. Searcy dominating the last 2 to 3 minutes with offensive possession, but Lady Cyclones have had good keeping from Maggie McGill, and then that shot there went over everything. Lady Cyclones need to mount something. They haven't taken a shot in almost 7 minutes. Ball near the center circle. Searcy again with it. Kick going to be intercepted by Kana Keister along the backside. Sent across, and Searcy going to come up with it, and we're going to get a handball called on the Lady Cyclones, and Searcy's going to get a free kick from inside of 30 yards. This is going to be a scoring opportunity for Searcy. They're going to see where they're going to put it down. It's going to be about 28 yards away. You pick anybody you want to do the free kick. They're going to pick Abigail Thompson. Lady Cyclones with a 3-man wall. Have to be 10 yards away, so right at the edge of the 18-yard box. McGill back. She's being in center of goal there, about 3 yards away from the line. This one they're going to kick it soft along the wing, and can they play it towards the center? They try to take a shot, and it hits the side of the net, so it actually passed the goal line first. Lady Cyclones dodge a bullet here. We've got to be playing on the other end of the field now. 29 minutes, 18 seconds left here in the first half. We have no score. Kick near the center circle, played down by Searcy once again. We cannot get in on our offensive end. Searcy boots this one ahead. This is going to be scooped up by McGill, and she'll be able to drop kick this one, meaning she can get about 16 yards away and a little bit more distance. And she'll drop kick this one. There is no wind this early morning. 2 kicks will play near the center circle, and Kowitzel had a collision with number 14, Shelton. And Kowitzel got the worst end of that, and they're going to stop time here because it looks like Kowitzel may be hurt. She's up walking around, limping a little bit. 28:36 left. Steven, I don't know if we need a ID or if that was a late text or not, but you jump in if you need to. We might have gotten one already. And back to play here off the throw-in. Searcy had it. Reese Prince with the interception. McKeely Hardman at the center circle, trying to get it across to Frederick. It's going to be intercepted by the Lady Lions. Russellville looked like they had something going there, but Searcy with the interception, and they play it past the touchline. Russellville's going to get it because of a bad play there by the Lady Lions. The throw in near the center circle, bounce a couple times. Searcy going to play this one back. This one kicked forward by Searcy. The header down by Zoe Barnes. Russellville trying to clear it back towards the center circle. We're going to take a break here in just a moment. We will tell you there is no score. 27:51 left to play here in the first half. Hold on just a minute, Steven. Take a break when you can, but here's a pass that's almost gotten to Channing Frederick, intercepted by Searcy, played down by Allie Barnes near the center circle. Pass ahead. Here come the Lady Cyclones. Reese Prince. Pass ahead to Callahan, and the ball is knocked free from her inside of 30 yards, and we're going to get a foul called on Russellville and a free kick coming up for Searcy. We'll take a break now. 27:30 left to play here in the first half. We have no score. This is Lady Cyclones Soccer on River Country 102.3.
Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation provides skilled professional care in a compassionate, supportive, and comfortable atmosphere. Whether it's long-term care, a short-term respite, or 24-hour skilled nursing, Stella Manor offers compassionate, professional support in a comfortable, family-like setting. With a full therapy program, hospice partnerships, and director-led activities every day, your loved one receives care that goes beyond the basics. Call or visit today to see the difference in passion rates with Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation. West Fraser is looking for skilled electricians to join their team in a more than just a job. It's a career. If you've got experience with 3-phase power, 480-volt systems, and machine controls, West Fraser wants to hear from you. We'll work hands-on, solving real problems and growing with a team that promotes within. Solid day one benefits, competitive pay, and a culture that puts people first.
That call goes against Russellville. 40-yard free kick coming for Searcy.
westfraser.com/careers.
A free kick for Searcy goes up and barely over the crossbar. Have to set up what just happened. A horrible call against Russellville. A foul that was called on Julia Callahan in which she was playing the ball and it bounced up high in the air. And that awarded a free kick from just outside 40 yards by Searcy. And a free kick that almost hit the top of the goal. It just barely crossed over the crossbar. So Russellville dodged a bullet there. But, yeah, that was horrible, and Russellville fans let them know it, and even Searcy fans kind of was like grimacing, like, yeah, we might have gotten the one. So all's well that ends well. However, Searcy with it on the wing just outside the 18-yard box here. They come in trying to center it. Defended nicely by Allie Barnes. And what a great play by Allie Barnes, as not only did she not give up a shot, not a free kick, she actually causes it to go off of Searcy past the goal line. That's the best case scenario on something like that. You're hoping maybe a corner kick. Don't give up a shot here. No, she gets possession for Russellville. Good job by Barnes. The kick by Maggie McGill bounces over the head of Searcy, and they're going to have to play it past the touchline. Russellville will get possession here with a throw-in from inside of 40 yards out. Been forever since we've been this close. 25 minutes, 3 seconds left to play in the first half. We have no score. Carson Skelton will throw in for Russellville, trying to keep it along the sideline, trying to throw it off Searcy. It's played back by the Lady Lions, intercepted by Reese Prince. A battle for it. Searcy comes away with it, and they'll clear it all the way down inside the center circle. Coming up is Kana Keister. She'll miss on it, and Searcy coming up to take it over. Zoe Barnes will send it back down for the Lady Cyclones. Back and forth action right now right around the midfield line. And now Searcy will kick it all the way down for the Lady Cyclones, and Russellville will actually help that ball go out to Maggie McGill. She can't pick it up because it was kicked from one of her teammates, so off the turf. One hop to the center line. Down goes Kwitzel. Third time she's been knocked down around the center line all 3 times. A header missed by Channing Frederick, but she'll try to center it. It does get centered, but the Lady Lions coming up with it deep in their own end. The header forward by McKeely Hardman of the Lady Cyclones. Searcy able to volley this one up in the air, bouncing a couple times, and the Lady Lions going to come around Carson Skelton with a pass ahead, and let's see. Searcy going to come up with it near the sideline, deflected by Allie Barnes. Nice job by Allie, and it goes past the touchline off of who? They'll say off of Reese Prince. They have fans on both sides. We're kind of on Searcy's side along the side around the midfield stripe to our left of the Lady Cyclone fans. When we first got here, it was probably about 2-1 Russellville fans, but it's the way it's filled in, it's about even. Lady Cyclones wearing black, and so the fans have, for Russellville, have chosen many of them to wear black in support of that. Both teams are basically the same color, but Searcy wearing their whites today with red trim, Lady Cyclones in all black with red and white trim. Callahan, an interception. She'll boot this one ahead. It rolls into the 18-yard box, and Searcy with Ruth Payne giving chase. Ruth, let's see, it causes it to go past the goal line, and they'll say it's off of Russellville. Look like we might be getting our first corner kick of the day. But Emerson Simmons, the Searcy keeper, can kick this away. Instead of kicking it deep, she just little touch pass over to a teammate. And so Searcy will wait and try to clear this one, and a bad kick along the far side. They're trying to kick it down the field. They actually hit their own bench. And so Russellville going to get a throw in along the far side, and we're going to get our first substitution. Yes, both teams going to sub in for the Lady Cyclones, who will be Natalie Harlan. We're checking in, replacing Channing Frederick. We have no score, 22-25 left to play here in the first half. Overcast day here. I've not seen the sun. In fact, driving up this morning, we mainly saw fog, and no line of storms are headed our way. We kind of expect there to be rain, and if there's lightning, then we will have to stop. Ball played past the touchline and past the goal line, they say, so it'll be a goal kick for Searcy. Searcy, the 1 seed out of the East. They've only lost 1 game all year, and they do have 1 tie, and their 1 loss actually came to Mount St. Mary Academy, a team that is up in classification. A pass is going to be intercepted by Kana Keister, now battling for it. She's double-teamed, and Searcy takes it away. And they'll kick it in our side. Nice play by Allie Barnes on the long kick. Otherwise, they were going to have a breakaway, a one-on-one. She was able to intercept it and kick it back near the center circle. Ruth Payne, they've been hounding Ruth, double-teaming her. Somehow she gets it through a triple team now, weaving her way around the 3 defenders. She'll center it herself, gets away from the triple team. About 40 yards away, pass ahead to Reese Prince. Prince dribbling it up the side into the 18-yard box. She turns, and can she center it? She's being pushed out near the corner. It goes past the goal line, and oh, the official says it's a goal kick instead of a corner kick for Russellville. They'll say a goal kick for Searcy. Reese Prince thought it was going to be off of Searcy. In fact, she was shielding it because she thought so. And the assistant referee on the side pointed towards the goal with his flag. That means a goal kick, and they will not let their goalie kick it. She doesn't have as strong a leg as some of their other players, and it's a bad kick. One hops and goes past the touchline. Russellville will get possession inside of 50 yards. Carson Skelton will throw in for Russellville. Gets it to Payne. Payne looking, weaving away around the double team. Back towards the right, splitting the double team towards the center to Julia Callahan, just outside the arch. McKeely Hardman takes the pass. Back to Julia. No, it's intercepted by Searcy. Hardman gets it back, but Searcy going to clear it near the center circle. Lady Cyclones here in the state championship game. This is their 6th trip to the state championship game. They are 1-5. Their only win came in 2012. The last appearance was in 2019. In the center circle, Searcy with possession. It's deflected and goes into Russellville territory, cleared by Allie Barnes. She'll pass it ahead to Maddie Kowitzel. Along the side, she's biding her time. She'll kick it inside the 18-yard box out on the wing, and it'll go past the goal line as it's too far out for Ruth Payne to chase it down. Searcy has 6 state championships in girls soccer. Lady Cyclones have 1, but it's been a little bit for Searcy. Their last one was in 2022 when they beat Siloam Springs. They actually knocked out Russellville that year in the second round. Allie Barnes with it. She'll kick it all the way back to Maggie McGill. Maggie had 4 saves in the first 10 minutes of this contest. Russellville's defense has helped out a little bit more, not giving up shots like that, but 7 shots for Searcy, 4 on goal, just 2 shots for the Lady Cyclones. Ball goes past the touchline along the far side. Searcy will throw it in on Russellville territory. Kana Keister trying to make a steal, and she does along the far side. Russellville will clear it. The big kick by Barnes is going to be intercepted by the Lady Lions into the 18-yard box. Allie Barnes gets it away. Zoe Barnes, Allie Barnes, no relation. Callahan slid down, fell down on the turf as she was kicking it away near the center circle, near the midfield stripe. Searcy has it, but a good distance away from the goal, and then they'll try a deep pass, and it's going to be past the touchline. Lady Cyclones will have it. Carson Skelton will throw this one. Searcy intercepting it, popping up in the air near the center circle. Well, that's a third handball that could have been called on Searcy. They've called 1 of 3 as a player inadvertently kicked it up in the air. It looked like it hit her hand, but the official was behind her and didn't see what had happened. Searcy along the far side inside of 40 yards. Now 30 with a pass is deflected out on the wing. They're going to try to center this, maybe have a shot opportunity here. No, it's cleared by Allie Barnes, and then Kana Keister will play a pass. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but there along the far side, Lady Cyclones' Kate Blanchard coming up with it. Pass ahead to Ruth Payne. She's running, and as she's running, they know who number 11 is. They're going to gravitate to her. A triple team kicks it past the touchline, but the Lady Cyclones will have it off the throw-in, and Russellville will get a chance to set up their offense here as Kate Blanchard, another one of the freshmen for Russellville, will throw it in inside of 25 yards. This one goes to Callahan. She's out on the wing, kicked this one towards the keeper, a 2-hopper handled easily by Emerson Simmons of the Lady Lions. Julia Callahan, 3 goals in the state tournament. She had the first 2 goals of the state tournament in that contest against Harding Academy. Ball 50-50 ball. It was handled by Russellville, but a deep pass actually hit the official. And what are they going to say? They're going to say ready for play whistle. Yeah, they're going to say since it kicked the official. And the Searcy player is complaining about a foul that she thought should have been called against Russellville. Ready for play whistle since it hit the official and went out of bounds. Searcy still complaining a little bit, but we're back to action. Callahan got the pass, double team, knocked away, and now Searcy is going to take possession of it. Reese Prince hounding number 1, Addison Hardcastle. The pass goes past the touchline. It'll belong to Lady Lions, but Reese did not make that easy. Reese had a position change this year. New role, but she's really performed well at it. Caused her not to score any goals this year, but that's not her role. She's got a ton of assists, though, this season. 9 assists. She scored some goals last year, but again, change of position, sometimes that happens. You're not the one to shoot with the move in of Callahan. And now a errant kick by Searcy will give Russellville possession. A throw in near the midfield line. 15 minutes, 45 seconds left to play in the first half. We have no score. Now our first foul called on Searcy at the 15:40 mark as Ruth Payne was knocked down at the halfway line. Searcy fans don't agree with it, but they called plenty on Russellville. It's the first one called on Searcy. So maybe they're the type people said they don't ever commit a foul. I don't know. It was pretty obvious, though. They pushed her down from behind. They were not going for the ball. And No make a play on it at all. Callahan will send this one off the free kick for Russellville. Goes inside of 30 yards. Russellville has to play it back with possession, and it slips past the Lady Cyclones. Allie Barnes is going to have to come up with it, and she'll kick it all the way back to Maggie McGill, the keeper for Russellville, but she's outside the 18-yard box, so she cannot pick it up anyway. Deep kick of more than 40 yards along the far side, taken by Blanchard, dribbling up the sideline. She'll try to center this one. Searcy will clear it back from 20 yards away near the midfield line. Ball goes out off of Searcy, right in front of the Searcy bench. They put benches on both sides, or on the same side, both benches on the same side. And so, again, we're right above the Searcy fans looking across at the Searcy bench. Russellville on our left side, both across the field and down to our left in the stands. They're going to bring up Kana Keister to throw it in for the Lady Cyclones. A deep throw. She went from the 40-yard line to inside the 15-yard line, but Searcy with it, and they'll clear it. They're on the move. Going this direction. Searcy's got a chance here. Nicely taken away there by Allie Barnes coming up the side. The sniper there. She kicks it past the touchline. Searcy will have it, but they weren't going to get a shot on that exchange because of Allie Barnes, the senior for Russellville. Allie, even with the change of position, playing defenseman, she's got 6 goals and 5 assists this year. Searcy with it, and there's Allie Barnes with an interception off a deep pass just to pop it up in the air and shift Searcy's offense from the right side over the left side. They have it near the touchline. They'll have to play it back, Searcy will. Lady Cyclones giving chase as they play it back all the way across the midfield line. We have no score, 13:25 left to play in the first half, the 5A state championship game here played at Hot Springs Lakeside. Number 1 seed out of the East, the Searcy Lady Lions, and number 2 seed out of the 5A West, your Lady Cyclones. Lady Cyclones 18-3-1 on the season. Searcy 21-1-1 on the season. We owe you another break. We'll do that here as the Lady Cyclones and Searcy are scoreless. Searcy with possession with 13 minutes left. This is Lady Cyclones Soccer on River Country 102.3.
There's just something nice about having a friend in the business. Johnny Story in to visit with you about River Valley Furniture, Russellville. There's a good reason why River Valley Furniture has been in business more than 3 decades. More than likely, you, your mom and dad, or your grandparents have purchased
Opportunity
furniture.
For Searcy. They're in the 18-yard box.
Furniture. And now you have that same
Centering
opportunity.
Here comes a shot. Deflected.
Store, Highway 331. River Valley Furniture, south of high prices. Miller Roofing Company, proudly serving the River Valley for over 30 years, is seeking skilled professionals specializing in interior work with at least 3 years of experience. So if you're ready to bring your skills to a local, family-owned company that stands behind its work and its people, call Miller Roofing Company, 890-3499, or stop by their office at 318 South Arkansas Avenue. Miller Roofing Company, keeping homes covered.
Free kick for Searcy into the 18-yard box and out of the 18-yard box and past the touchline. Searcy got a free kick along the far side because of a foul. Another foul called on Russellville. That's 5 free kicks now for the Lady Lions. Before that, looked like they had a breakaway shot, and as they were kicking it from inside of 18, Allie Barnes came up and deflected it. If you were listening to us, you could hear a lot of oohs and ahs from the crowd. Russellville clearing it down all the way down to their keeper, who will scoop it up inside the 18-yard box. Russellville just 2 shots on goal on Simmons. And Searcy winning possession time, but right now we have no score. 11 minutes, 15 seconds left to play here in the first half. The kick high in the air off the punt by their keeper. A couple of hops near the halfway line and taken by the Lady Lions. Zoe Barnes up to challenge. Lady Lions have it spinning away. There could be an offsides call. They're not going to call it offsides, but Kana Keister going to clear it anyway. Should have been an offsides call. They are grabbing Julia Callahan away from the official. We can see it from our vantage point. They only have one official out here, so he's going to miss some, but they had a hold of Julia's jersey, jerking her away from a ball in the air, and Searcy going to play it all the way down on the wing. That's the spot between the 18-yard box and the out-of-bounds line. Into the 18-yard box, scoring opportunity here for the Lady Lions. A deflected pass. Now Barnes will actually clear this one for Russellville. Back by Searcy to the arch, and it's Allie Barnes once again to clear this one all the way down to Callahan. Julia near the center circle will play this along the far side. Natalie Harlan looking ahead and sees Ruth Payne. The pass was deflected, and it goes behind Payne, and Searcy able to clear this one. Payne would not have had a breakaway, but she would have been in transition. It would have been interesting had that pass not been deflected. Channing Frederick, who checked back into the match, is along the far side. Here's a deep kick by Searcy. Allie Barnes looking around, seeing who's got what. She'll kick it to Maggie McGill, who will stop it. Has to stop it with her feet. Can't stop it with the hands here. And the play down by Searcy and popped up over the Searcy player with a kick by McKeely Hardman. Searcy around the halfway line is going to be knocked to the turf, and another foul called on Russellville. This will be the 6th free kick by Searcy. Russellville's only got 2, and 1 was off a handball that was called. So 6 fouls called on Russellville, 1 on Searcy. And Searcy right around the halfway line will get a free kick from here. Just a one-person wall off the indirect kick. And Searcy playing this one down, and looked like a handball there or there that wasn't called on Searcy. Kicked into the 18-yard box. Allie Barnes will turn and deflect this one out. Keep possession. She's going to dribble up the side with a long pass. Can Channing Frederick chase this one down? She can't. Searcy will pop it over Channing Frederick's head. And the header forward by Carson Skelton. We have no score. Under 9 minutes to play here in the first half. Ruth Payne taking it over. She's trying to flip the field. In transition, searing it herself and being hounded by Searcy. 2 players, but she leaves them in the dust. Along the side, she'll enter the 18-yard box herself. Trying to center it herself. Beats another man. And this one deflected past the goal line as they crash into Ruth Payne. She is down on the turf. And they're going to call this a goal kick, not a corner kick. And they will stop time as they go check on Ruth Payne here with 8:30 left. And they get real picky about calling fouls inside the 18-yard box because it leads to a penalty kick. But I really thought that was going to be a corner kick for Russellville. And they called it a goal kick instead, I believe. And nobody coming off the bench to check on Ruth. If they do that, then she has to come out of the contest. And she does not want to be checked on by any of the coaches or the training staff. She has rolled over, and now she stands up. Ruth, a sophomore, Russellville's best player. And the head official has overruled the side official, saying it's a corner kick. And now the assistant referee is calling over the head referee because he called a goal kick. But ultimately, it's the head ref's decision. And you can hear the Searcy fans below us saying it's supposed to be a goal kick. I agree, that's what he called. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. It looked like it went off Searcy. And the head referee is saying, nope, look, I had a better view of it. And he did. He was closer along that side, and he said it's going to be a corner kick. And so Russellville with the corner kick will start the clock. This will be Callahan along the far side. The kick going into the 18-yard box, popped high in the air and hits the post, and it crosses. Is it a goal? The official saying yes, it's a goal. There's a lot of discussion. The assistant referee saying it's a goal. And the head referee, is he agreed with it? No, he's saying it is a stopped goal by Searcy. It hit Searcy's goalkeeper, hit the crossbar, hit the post, and then Searcy's keeper caught it again. The assistant referee thought that she was across the goal line, and that's why he called it. They're going to put 8:10 on the clock, reset this because of the discussion. And I don't know about that one, folks. Thought Russellville had scored there. Lady Cyclones thought they had scored. Here's a big kick by Searcy. Now they're on the move. Pass ahead, deflected. And we're going to get an offsides called on Searcy. It was not going to be a kick for them anyway because Russellville had intercepted at Kana Keister along the far side. Russellville thought they had scored. And the assistant referee and the head referee again. And this is 2 consecutive calls they didn't agree on. How about that? So the kick by Maggie McGill after the offsides call and goes to the center circle, and Russellville having it, and they'll have to clear it down. No, not many offensive players along the far side, but they'll kick it down there, and chasing it down is Natalie Harlan, whose mom was on the very first Lady Cyclone soccer team. Russellville will center it to Callahan. She's inside of 25 yards. Fakes the deep kick. Now it's poked away, and Searcy with it on the move. There's a deep kick knocked down by Searcy, and they knock Zoe Barnes to the turf. As she pops back up, Russellville is going to clear it back down as we have no score, under 7 minutes to play. And Searcy going to have to play it past the touchline and give up possession on their side. Kana Keister from her defensive spot will actually come up all the way to try the throw in from inside of 25 yards. She'll throw this one in, trying to get it in the 18-yard box. Payne is there. Triple team. She'll kick it back, and the shot goes just wide left there by Julia Callahan. Just barely wide left. Lady Cyclones 5 shots, 2 on goal. And Searcy with 8 shots, 4 on goal. Not a deep kick by their keeper as it went past the goal line. She'll pass it off. Searcy with possession, but deep in their own end. A missed kick there by Russellville is going to take over if they can. The ball's near center line and or midfield. And Reese Prince for Russellville can intercept this. She's inside of 30 yards. Channing Frederick is tripped up. We're going to get a foul called, and Searcy is upset. They tripped her and did not go for the ball. I don't think she meant to, but it's still a foul. Channing Frederick was sprawled out. It was obvious that she was fouled, just the second foul called on Searcy. It doesn't matter if you meant to or not. You trip them up and you weren't playing the ball. It ends up being a free kick. Lady Cyclones going to get a free kick from 21 yards out, and we're over to the side. The right side of the keeper. Our right side, left side of the keeper, Julia Callahan, with a two-man wall in front of her. They have to be outside 10 yards. Looks like they're a little closer than that, but she's going to try to bend this one around. She does, bends it around, goes straight to the keeper, who bobbled it, but catches it as it was eye level. She bobbled it, but it never hit the turf. It was bent around curving. We were right behind Callahan when she kicked that, and it had some movement on it. Nice little breaking ball there. We have no score still, under 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Deep kick by Searcy trying to flip the field. Kana Keister will flip it back. Searcy with possession, but on their own end. They dominated possession after about the first 5 minutes. The Lady Cyclones have had more possession time here in the last little bit. Ball deflected past the touchline along the far side. We're on Searcy's end of the field. They're going to have to move this around because the Searcy benches are in the way. And will it be Searcy possession? Yes, it will be. They didn't point which direction. Searcy will keep possession, but again, deep in their own end. We have no score, 4:15 left to play first half. Long pass deflected, and Reese Prince can't control it. She deflects it back, but it'll go past the touchline. Again, still on Searcy's side. Throw in here by Shelton for the Lady Lions. They'll come right back to her. She got into Lyndon McMullen. A battle going for it right around the center line, and Searcy came away with it, but McKeely Hardman cleared this one and hits it off the hand of Piper Holmes, but no call. Another handball that should have been called. Allie Barnes has possession, and she'll have to play it all the way down to Maggie McGill, and she's telling Maggie where to kick this one near the center circle. It bounces over the Lady Lions and into Searcy territory. Searcy with it, crossing the midfield line now, under 3.5 to go. We have no score here in the first half. Pass ahead deflected by Keister, but Searcy keeping it just outside the 18-yard box, and now they're in the box. Russellville trying to suffocate them with defense. There's a shot. Deflects off the leg of Maggie McGill. The rebound, though, by Searcy. They turn and fire. This one deflected by a defenseman. And Maggie McGill clapping her hands off the deflected rebound. Searcy will have it off the touchline. Have to go past the touchline, but 2 shots there. And Maggie McGill had deflected one with her left leg. That was the only thing that kept them from being up 1-0. The throw in by Searcy. That's the closest we've been, even with the grab saves, catch saves that Maggie's made. That's the closest one. And they're going to bend a shot to the left. It goes way wide left. Searcy with 3 shots on that trip, 1 on goal. 1 went out, and 1 was deflected by a defenseman. And I did not see. I thought it was off of Zoe Barnes, but I'm not sure. Able to stop that. You just felt like it was about to happen, that Searcy might be getting a goal there. And so as a 50-50 ball here, 2 Lady Cyclones collide with each other. They do play it down, though. It'll be Searcy possession, but deep in their own end as they throw it backwards. And they're inside of 30 yards on their side. Nearing the 2-minute mark, we have no score here in the first half. And right now, Russellville probably feels a little fortunate to be down or to be tied 0-0, even though it looked like they had a goal taken away. We get a foul called on Russellville. Yes, we will. Another foul called on Lady Cyclones. This will be the 7th free kick for Searcy. Things got to even out on that, doesn't it? Searcy will have a free kick, but deep in their own end. An indirect kick. And a deep kick, trying to flip it here, and it'll one hop into the 18-yard box, and Maggie McGill out there to scoop it up. Maggie, the keeper for the Lady Cyclones, will run along to the far side, and she'll drop kick this one along the left sideline. This one bounces, and will it go past the touch line? It will not. It's kept back in by the Lady Cyclones all the way down. Searcy with possession with 1:05 left to play. And Searcy will kick it past the touch line. Lady Cyclones might have an opportunity here with 60 seconds left. And a throw in on Searcy's side. They go into Ruth Payne, who's double teamed, and Searcy, will they keep it in? They will off the steal, but Keister with a steal for Russellville. Trying to center it. Russellville trying to get something going here with 44 seconds left. Barnes can't handle the pass. Searcy with a chance. They're inside of 50, inside of 40, on the move. Trying to center this one, splitting a double team. Coming back is Fatula, and she can't get the shot off. She has to play it all the way back 40 yards away. Good defense by Zoe Barnes and Allie Barnes on that. Here's a deep kick caught by Maggie McGill. And Searcy fans thought they had a chance there, and Maggie had to jump up to catch that one. Hit with 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Kick to the center circle. One hopper controlled by the Lady Lions and played down then after it popped up in the air by Ruth Payne, and we're going to end the first half with no score. We'll take a break. During the halftime show, we'll have stats for you, but right now we have no score at the half. This is Lady Cyclone Soccer on River Country 102.3.
Russellville School District has opportunities for you. Russellville School District currently has openings for custodial positions. Shifts are 2 in the afternoon until 10 p.m. Monday through Friday with an 11-month contract. This position has benefits, paid sick time, personal time, and retirement plans included. Insurance is offered. Russellville School District, achieving excellence together. Call 968-1306 or visit rsdk12.net to apply online and join the team.
Since 1971, Sorrell's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrell's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment and highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrell's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrell's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones.
As a dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
High school students, are you ready to level up your future? If you're a rising junior, Arkansas Tech's Preview Day Level Up is going to help you unlock your potential. Join us on June 4th to visit the campus, visit with professors, learn about our amazing honors program, and find out how to hack your way to a better ACT score. A better score means more scholarship money for college. Come see what it's like to be an ATU student. Register today at atu.edu/levelup.
Being a dad right now, it's doing math in your head all day long. Can we afford this? Can we stretch that? I hate those questions, especially when they come to groceries. Now that I shop at Chicken Mart, dinner's not a debate. It's just dinner. Chicken, sides, plenty to go around without counting every penny. Chicken Mart makes providing for your family less stressful. So visit Chicken Mart at 1808 South Arkansas Avenue and 106 Weir Road, Suite 3.
Welcome back. Well, the news you don't want to hear, weather delay. There is no rain right now, but they just came out and announced they had lightning in the area, and so they are clearing the field, because usually the players actually just stay on the field during halftime. They announced, which is weird, they announced that the fans can do whatever they want. They said it's at your own risk. And I'm thinking, well, these fans are sitting on aluminum bleachers. but I understand. So most everybody is actually filing down. It's hard because you're sitting here thinking, well, there's no rain. I mean, it's overcast, but it's been overcast all day, or all morning so far. So what do you do? So our engineer, Stephen Berry, I don't know what we're going to do. You know, the worst weather delay we've had a few in football season. We had one that was a little over 2 hours against Siloam Springs years ago. We had one, the state championship year that Russellville won. We actually had one that lasted an hour and a half at Springdale. We actually had one in soccer last year, actually a couple. We had one at the most recent one was Mountain Home at Russellville. We had a weather delay then. But they will keep us updated. What it is if you hear lightning, or if you see lightning, and within 30 seconds you hear thunder, then it's 30 minutes. Now, most people just say if they see lightning, it's 30 minutes from the last lightning strike. And so if they've got the clock going, and we have our clock set with what they have here, typically what schools will do is when lightning hits, they'll actually put up 30 minutes on the clock. And so you can see if it gets reset, it gets reset. 10-minute half times, and so basically what we're doing is that right there. So however, we kept this going because that's what they have going on the halftime clock here. So, but while we kind of figure out what we're going to do, we'll go ahead and tell you just a little bit about that first half, because we do have stats for you. Okay, might as well give those to you. So in that first half, of course, we have no score. In the first half, we did get the first half completed, if you were just joining us. Searcy had 12 shots. 6 of them were on goal. The Lady Cyclones, 7 shots, 4 on goal. There was only 1 corner kick. That was for the Lady Cyclones. A lot more fouls called on Russellville than Searcy. Searcy had 7 free kicks. Russellville 3, and one of those 3 free kicks was because of a handball. There were no yellow or red cards handed out in that first half. Searcy did lead possession time, 76% in that first half. Seemed like they dominated the first 10 minutes and about 8 of the last 10 minutes. Searcy did. Russellville got away with 4 great saves by Maggie McGill in the first 10 minutes, and then with jumping and catching one. She actually jumped, caught 2 of them, but probably the best save she made was just with her left leg. She stuck her left leg out the ball that was about to score. She kicked it away, and I say kicked it loosely. It hit kind of right above her knee and her quad, so it just sort of trickled away. They had a rebounded shot that was deflected. Now we're looking back, I think it was off of Zoe Barnes, off the deflected shot. But on that possession, they had 3 possessions, or 3 shots, I should say, but did not score. And so Russellville very fortunate that they were able to come out of that 0-0. Well, what we're going to do here is, again, we're at halftime. If we didn't have a lightning delay, we'd be starting here in about 3.5 minutes. And so checking to see what we're going to do on our live stream. We're just going to keep it going because I don't want to start a new stream or anything like that. On the KCJC side, I think we're going to send it back to Stephen and Aaron, but we'll be here whenever you need us. And on the live stream side, again, we can only stream the audio, but that's what we're doing. We'll be keeping you updated on there. But we do have an overlay saying we are under a lightning delay here in the 5A state championship being played at Hot Springs. We have no score after the first half of play. This is Lady Cyclone Soccer on River Country 102.3.
Running a small business should be about growth, not paperwork. That's why Union Bank offers auto books, an easy way to send invoices, accept payments, and manage cash flow right inside your Union Bank.
Okay, over on the lightning delay side, look, we were simulcasting. We're broadcasting to the radio and broadcasting to our Cyclone booth. And again, we'll tell you, will kind of just straight up with you. We would love to be streaming this game, but they won't let us do the they charge us to do all the playoff games, but will not let us do the championship. And they want to do the championship themselves with pay-per-view, and they do not want us to stream it for people for free. So we're not allowed to do that. We do pay to get the first round, second round, and quarterfinals, semifinals, all that streamed for you. We're going to turn down the radio side, but I'm just going to keep the stream going, and so you can check back. I'll keep that lightning delay overlay up. If they start putting up a clock, we'll put that up also, but I don't want to stop the stream and start another one as of right now. So as long as we still have good connection, this is what we're going to do, and we'll just pop back in and let you know things we hear and maybe type it out also so you can see it. As of right now, they have not put up how much time, but we do know that they announced the lightning delay 9 minutes ago. We're up around the press box. We'll be checking and letting you know. But as of right now, lightning delay. We did finish the first half. We're scoreless here in the state championship game.
River Country 102.3 KCJC, your home for Russellville Cyclone soccer, and right now currently under a weather delay. Here in a few minutes, we'll check in with our man on the scene, Mickey Duval, hopefully with an umbrella, for a quick update here in just a couple of minutes. Keep it tuned right here for more Russellville Cyclone soccer on 102.3 KCJC.
The River Valley's country.
Updated it in a message, but a lot of people may not be checking their messages. Just letting you know that, again, we are not allowed to do video, and that's been for a few years now. They will only do soccer pay-per-view, and the AAA contracts a company to do that. On baseball and softball, they will put some of those games on AETN, and so, but they will not put soccer on AETN. So So sorry, we would do the video if we could. They let us do the early games and request that we pay for it, so we do pay for that. But they do not allow anybody to do the championship games. But they do allow audio, and so that's what we're doing here. They stopped for a lightning/weather delay. They have lightning delay up there, but when they were announcing that they said weather delay, they're expecting a line of storms and to come through. Actually, our producer Stephen Berry warned me. He said, "Hey, there's a line of storms that probably should hit about noon," and but we were told, hey, they're going to start the game anyway and just go and see what happens, which I probably would have done the same thing too. They did get the entire first half done, but we will keep breaking in, letting you know, and maybe typing it out when we hear something. But as of right now, we are about 15 minutes into a weather delay right now, and keep my clock going here because I want to see how long we go. They did say that they will allow 10 to 15 minutes for players to come back out and get loosened up for the second half. But no score, and in the 5A state championship game, and looks like we're going to be here a little while because the storm that we're looking at is still coming through, and it has not even started raining yet here. And so, but we will keep this stream going, and just check back in when we can, and we will try to make an announcement of some sort whenever we're going to be back the second half. But I'm going to keep this going, and so just come in, check back in from time to time.
Locally proud. This is River Country 1023.
truck. Yeah, she's shaking, she shimmy like Elvis singing all shook up. Hot on fire, hot on fire.
River Country 102.3 KCJC. Let's check in with the voice of the Cyclones, Mickey Duval, for a quick update. Mickey, hope you have your umbrella ready.
Thanks a lot, Stephen. You know, we actually do have our umbrella. What's funny about this, Stephen, is that there's not been one drop of rain. It's been strictly looking at the radar that they called this for a lightning delay at the very end of the first half. We're in the 5A state championship game. There's no score. We concluded the first half probably not even 60 seconds into halftime. They made the announcement that they were breaking for a weather delay. And the rules are, once you see lightning, you wait 30 minutes before you can come back out on the field. Now, it's never 30 minutes when you get right back to playing because they're going to have to allow players to get ready and all that. But however, we've still not seen any lightning. So I think they're just waiting out, looking at the radar. But you want to know something funny about this? We're at Lakeside High School, okay? And Hot Springs Lakeside is hosting. Hot Springs actually is hosting baseball, softball, and soccer. So the soccer going on here at Lakeside High School. I don't know where the softball and baseball are. Is it Majestic maybe? But I'm telling you, across the way, as I look just past the visitors' stands, is where their softball field is. Now that's not where the state finals are being held. But there's a team out there taking batting practice, and so they must have a game this afternoon. It's a purple team, and I thought, well, it's not El Dorado, I don't think. So, we're in a lightning delay, and so there's absolutely nobody in the stands here or anything like that. But we got some softball players on the far side that are waving around metal bats, and so I don't think they're worried about it. But but they've been worried about it here, and understandably so. So, Lady Cyclones are going for their second state championship. The only one they won in 2012, and both the boys and girls actually won it in the same year. It was the first for the boys and first for the girls in 2012. The boys have since won 9 total. The Lady Cyclones have been back. This is their 4th trip back, but they haven't won since. They're actually they lost in 2011, came back in 2012, won it, and then they lost in 16, 17, and 19. They haven't made back. They are today and hoping to defeat Searcy. An upset, yeah, you could say that, but you know what? It's been an upset the whole go for the Lady Cyclones, upsetting Little Rock Christian, the defending state champions, in the quarterfinals 2-1 to get here. Searcy just one loss on the season. They're 21-1-1. They're going for their 7th state championship, but their last one was in 2022, and so it's been a few years for them. A very dominant program. They actually won when they first started soccer. They won the first 2, 2007 and 2008 in Arkansas High School, and for them starting it, and dominant program early on, but going for their 7th state championship. But we're still going to have to wait a little bit because they have not given us any indication that they're going to call teams back on the field. It's a really good first half for Russellville. They had a lot of nice saves by Maggie McGill. Reese playing very well for Lady Cyclones, Allie Barnes, all that. So maybe this is a good time to have a little delay and more than just a regular 10-minute break. But we'll send it back to you, Steve. We'll keep giving you updates on our online YouTube channel. We're just going to keep the stream going. Maybe if it gets bad enough weather, we can show video because we're not allowed to show video of the game. We show video of the weather. But right now, not a drop has fallen, but we're still under weather delay. Thanks, Steven. Send it back to you.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us, Mike, when we were thinking about the Farmers Co-op. It's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
River Country 102.3.
Sell my soul just to see your face, and I break my bones just to heal your pain. these times I need a saving grace. The time is running out, and I'm starting to lose my faith. But if I told you I love you, would it make you want?
If you're watching us online, again, we under the weather delay, I'm going to try to open this up a little bit so you can see. The softball team is actually finished, but kind of see what we're looking at. This is what we got here. So this way it's been the whole day. Overcast. There's the softball field and team there, whoever it was taking batting practice. There's actually another team coming out to take batting practice on the baseball field during the lightning delay. But absolutely nobody in the stands right now. And there's Thunder, though. My guess is we'll be watching the radar more than we'll be getting updates on what's going on. But as of right now, we're still in a delay.
River Country 102.3.
He's got a Chevrolet that don't always run, and the radio never turns down. He's got a pedigree that's no good for nothing, no commas in his bank account. But there's a girl at the hole in the wall where he plays. Don't take her eyes off the stage, she loves his southern drawl from north of Atlanta. That Silverado he got parked outside, loves cranking 89 Alabama, kissing for an hour in the parking lot light. Here's to good girls that can't keep from falling, for bad boys that their daddies don't like, small towns that keep staying small. Here's to old trucks, young love, and Saturday nights. Saturday nights. As long as phone shops sell beat up guitars to a kid with some hand-me-down keys. As long as leather jackets keep stealing hearts like Elvis and Cash and James Dean. There'll be a girl at the hole in the wall where he plays. Don't take her eyes on the stage, she loves this southern drawl from north of Atlanta. That Silverado he got parked outside, loves cranking 89 Alabama, kissing for an hour in the parking lot lighters. Good girls that can't keep from falling, for bad boys that their daddies don't like. Young love and Saturday nights. Saturday nights. Tank of gas, some blue eyes and some beer in the bag. Falling way too fast for a southern drawl from north of Atlanta. Silverado we got parked outside was cracking 89 Alabama, kissing for an hour in the parking lot. Lighters, good girls that can't keep from falling, the bad boys that their daddies don't like. Small towns that keep staying small. Here's some old trucks, young love and Saturday nights. Saturday nights. Yeah, Saturday nights. Young love and Saturday nights.
River Country 102.3 KCJC, and you're just now tuning in, looking for the rest of the Cyclone Ladies soccer game. Well, we are currently under a weather delay, and looking at the weather map right now, it looks like the heaviest part of the storm is just barely getting into the Hot Springs area. And you know what? We're going to be right here with you. We're the home of Cyclone Sports, and we're going to wait out this weather delay with you as long as it takes to get the rest of the game in today. But in the meantime, though, we're going to bring you more of today's best country, starting with Jason Aldean. And here in about 7.5 minutes, we'll check in with Mickey Duval for another quick update right here on your home for Russellville Cyclone Sports, River Country 102.3 KCJC.
You slip your fingers, tearing my t-shirt, stirring up dirty in the back of my mind. You keep on flirting, 'cause you know that it's working. You're stuck in my head, girl, riding the lines. Couldn't sing a song without you if I tried. Let's light it up like it's our last one. We're just hanging around, burning it down, sipping on some cold Jack Daniels, jamming to some cold Alabama with you, baby, laying right here, naked in my bed. I'm just doing my thing. You love it when I sing, say it makes you feel like an angel. We about to get a little tangled up right about now. So girl, let's keep burning it down, burning it down, burning it down. Girl, when you want it, know that I'm on it, know that I love loving up on you. Let's hit the switch and let our shadows dance and light it up like it's our last chance. We're just hanging around, burning it down, sipping on some cold Jack Daniels, jamming to some old Alabama with you, baby, laying right here, dreaming in my bed. I'm just doing my thing. You love it when I sing, say it makes you feel like an angel. We about to get a little tangled up right about now. So girl, let's keep burning it down, burning it down, burning it down.
That sound you hear is rain.
River Country 102.3.
There you go. You can see that.
Let's check back in real quick with the voice of the Russellville Cyclones, Mickey Duval.
Thanks so much, Stephen. Stephen Berry, engineer. We are at the 5A state championship game at Hot Springs Lakeside. And, Stephen, I don't know if you can hear that. That's not static. That is rain. It finally hit, and boy, did it hit. It's coming down pretty heavily now. What they did was they stopped us for a weather delay right at the end of the first half. We were scoreless in the first half, and said, they got the lightning delay. When they see lightning, they wait 30 minutes. They just saw the wave of thunderstorms coming, and so I think they're just waiting this out. Now, you can play soccer in the rain. We've done it a lot this year and over the years of broadcasting soccer, but lightning you can't. And I'll be honest with you, this is heavy enough where it's coming down just a little bit sideways. Now, good. Of course, it's AstroTurf here, that field turf that soaks it up. They've got the drainage system underneath, so it won't take long. But I think the storm is not cooperating, and it's taking its time coming through here. I do want to tell you one thing that I was going to mention this during the broadcast, but Lady Cyclones have won one state championship. They won it in 2012, and I was able to talk to Coach Kelly Young, who was the coach during that time, and actually talked to a couple players back when the Lady Cyclones won it back in 2012. So if anybody's listening that they're graduates of Russellville High School, they may remember this. But Sarah Prohaska scored a couple goals in that game. She ended up being the MVP of the state championship game. Mary Carol Davis, one of my favorite basketball players to watch. She scored a goal. Lady Cyclones won over Searcy 3-0 back in 2012. And what was weird about Russellville is they were actually a 500 team. They were 8-8 coming into the state tournament. Barely got in. They were a 4 seed. But then they go 4 straight games in a fantastic fashion. In fact, they outscored opponents 15-0 over that 4 state tournament games. And talking to Sarah Prohaska about it, she said they had made some changes, putting people in different positions, offensively and defensively, that really helped out. And she said they got hot at the right time, and they kind of knew it. They knew they were playing their best soccer at that time. And it also helped that they had been to the state finals the year before. 2011 was the Lady Cyclones' first appearance in the state championship, and they lost them out home 1-0. Came back the next year and won their only one. This is their 6th trip now to the state finals. They've won 1, looking for the second one. Cersei's been here a lot. They've won the 6th. They're looking for their 7th. But right now, nobody's winning anything. We got rain. That's what's winning right now, and a lot of our stuff's actually starting to get wet. So I'm going to send it back to you. We are scoreless after 1/2. It's still under weather delay. Back to you, Stephen.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
A career in cosmetology is one where your success depends on you. But did you know cosmetology is more than just hair?
If you're watching us on the stream, again, we're going to keep updating as much as we can. It's starting to come in sideways now a little bit, too. So you hear sound, that's me closing the window. But we'll try to keep you updated a little bit.
FD accredited, so financial aid is available to those who qualify. To learn more, call Arkansas Beauty College at 968-3075 today. Earnings are according to the clients you build.
Join the nearly 25,000 people that follow River Country on Facebook.
Click the follow page button at rivervalleyradio.com.
River Country 1023.
Girl, I meant what I said when I said I do. Yeah, through thick or thin, I spend forever with you. But if I leave this world, maybe a little too soon, you'll say.
everybody. Aaron Thomas along with you from Aaron's of Clarksville. We're joined by Mr. Brian Miller, the general manager here. And Brian, we are celebrating a birthday or anniversary, I guess, technically today. I'm not going to ask you how old you are, but the store in Clarksville is one, and I know you're happy to celebrate.
Yes, we opened a year ago next month, so we thought we'd do a little celebration starting today, going into next month. A lot of great savings options for our customers, some deals to get started. One of them today is we'll match your down payment. So if you come in and put a month down, we're going to match that payment. If you come in and put a week down, we're going to match that. So pretty good option going on into next month.
I'm kind of craving. I know you got some good music going back here. I'd kind of like to hear a little "Celebrate Good Times Come On" since we're celebrating. Maybe, and we might even get you to sing if we yeah, a little Cool in the Gang. Tell me also. I know we're going to talk about a ton of stuff today, but I see some laundry detergent back here that will treat up to 80 loads, and that actually comes along with a purchase. I understand.
You can come in this afternoon. We got a special promo going. We have washer and dryers, brand new washer and dryer set for $89.99 a month, and you're going to get a free laundry detergent to go with that.
Okay, we're trying to find out anything, but we still got a lot of, we got so much rain that actually the field, realize it's AstroTurf, we can see puddles and going across the field. And so it's still coming down pretty hard, and the track is flooded. It's got probably like a quarter of an inch of rain on it. So we're, see if I can shoot through the glass here, kind of see what we have. You can see some puddles out there forming and running water on that inside area of the track too. So it'll drain, but it's just not letting up to drain, basically. So did hear some thunder probably 10, 15 minutes ago. I don't know if they're going to wait for the lightning to be done, or I think they're going to wait till this whole thing clears up. But we've not been told anything as of yet. But again, scoreless at half. We did finish the first half, but we are scoreless in the 5A state championship game. We'll be doing an update here, but I'll tell you, we just had a big strike of lightning. So if they're doing it on the clock 30 minutes from now.
Country 102.3 KCJC, your home for Cyclone Sports. And right now, under a weather delay. Let's check back in with Mickey Duval. Hey, Mickey, do you think those glasses with windshield wipers will ever go back in style?
It should, and it should go back inside. Should have got me a pair for here. It's like I said, it's not static. If you're hearing that, it's raining. It's rained so much here on the turf that there's actually puddles on the turf. You don't see that because these turf fields drain so well, but there's puddles all along the turf and big puddles. I mean, I'm looking down from the 20-yard line to goal line. It's underwater. The track is the inside 3 lanes are underwater, and that's just the way it is, and it doesn't look good when you're looking at the radar. I mean, I'm thinking that maybe 1 to 2 o'clock is what it shows here. Until 1 or 2 o'clock, it's still 100% chance of rain. Now, again, they'll play in the rain, but I don't know if they'll play in this. They definitely won't play in the lightning, and we had a lightning strike at 11:37, so 4 minutes ago. So you start the timer from there. So they cannot even bring people back out until 30 minutes from there. So that's where we're sitting right now. We're at the halftime of the 5A State Championship soccer match. We are scoreless between the Lady Cyclones and the Lady Lions. A fantastic first half by Russellville. Maggie McGill, the goalkeeper for Russell, with some fantastic saves. Allie Barnes, Zoe Barnes, Kana Keister, Reese Prince playing very good defensively and shutting out Searcy, a team that has not been shut out all year. Russellville just had a clean sheet there, shutting them out in the first half. The Searcy Lady Lions just 1 loss on the season. They're the favorite to make it here and possibly against Little Rock Christian, a matchup that we saw last year in the state finals. But Lady Cyclones had other ideas, upsetting Little Rock Christian in the quarterfinals and then beating Shiloh Christian to get here. In fact, Russellville beat 3 private schools to get here. How about that, with Harding Academy mixed in there. But we're at halftime. We have no score. We're going to be here. I mean, look, I've got the internet, and I've got power, and I've got a bottle of water. What else could you need, right? And can't get to Rocky's Corner yet here in Hot Springs, but we'll see. Right now we're scoreless at half. We'll send it back to you, Stephen.
River Valley Roadshow on location with River Valley Radio.
Hey, everybody. Aaron Thomas along with Mr. Brian Miller at Aaron's of Clarksville. We are right next to Dollar Tree. Great location. And, Brian, we are celebrating 1 year today. I remember the first time I walked in the doors here and just couldn't believe how beautiful, what a wonderful job, and just really how nice everything looks. Super sharp. And not only is the look sharp, but the service and how you take care of your customers, also the products as well. And you've got a great deal going right now. If someone is currently in a different type of program, you want them to switch and come make a purchase with you.
You know, we've been doing this for a couple of months now, but I think we're going to continue it for a little bit longer. It's called Switch and Save. So if you have an agreement with another rent-own or lease purchase, bring it in, and I guarantee you we can save you some money. Plus, we're going to give you 3 months free at the end of the agreement.
Nice.
So if you're trying to save a little bit of money, everybody can save money right now with gas prices as high as they are.
Oh, yeah.
If you can save a little bit of money, now's the time to come in and see if we can switch you into something that's new or close to new, save you some money, and get you those 3 months free at the end of the lease.
I'm about ready to go Fred Flintstone. Just cut the floorboards out and just, pedal my way down the highway. But I think I'll just do something like this and save a little fuel money. Switch and save, they call it. And here's the exciting part is you can actually find out your purchasing power just by hopping on your phone, your tablet, your laptop. Tell us how to do that.
Well, right now you can just go to apply, apply.aarons.com, look for the Clarksville store, click on the Clarksville store, and it'll give you your leasing power. So that gives you what you can come in and purchase for the store.
I know, Brian, you kind of used to be a rapper back in the day, and I'm hearing a nice little APPLY, APP. I'm hearing it. I think that's a great marketing idea.
Yeah, but that's a different song that we want to talk about.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, we all know the song. We're not going to talk about it, though. Yeah, but you can go to apply.aarons.com, get your leasing power right now.
Do that, and better yet, hop on in the store. Folks here to take care of you today. Great selection. come by, enjoy hot dogs, some chips on the folks at Aaron's saying thank you for the first year. Right next to the Dollar Tree in Clarksville, easy to find. And Brian, I'm not too good with numbers, but if you could tell me what exit is this right up here?
I call it the Rogers exit. I don't know what the actual number is, but the Rogers exit, we've got the new Waterburger and the new Brahms coming. It's the busy intersection in Clarksville. We're just the overpass. It's the busiest part of town.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed. When you get off there, head south, and you'll see right as you turn the corner, you'll see the Aaron's truck outside. Beautiful signs on the front that tell you what the name of the business actually is. Not only do they have a great selection indoors, but you'll see the blue letters for Aaron's out there. Stop in and see what's going on today at Aaron's of Clarksville next to Dollar Tree here on River Valley Radio.
It's a weekend full of today's country on River Country 102.3.
All right, another lightning happened at 11:46. So.
She drinks wine by the glass, not by the bottle. She ain't stuck on the past, ain't worried about tomorrow. She's a lover, a mother, a sister and wife. She rolls over in the morning to the love of her life. Only smokes one on vacation, says just what she thinks. She don't need validation or much of anything. I just wanna be her so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts.
All right, just to update you, we had another lightning strike at 11:46. If we're just going off of radar, the radar doesn't look good. It looks like a 100% chance of thunderstorms in 12 o'clock hour and the 1 o'clock hour. And so I will say the rain has lightened up a little bit, maybe, but it's still coming down enough, and it's still there's more puddles on the field than what was there before. So we still got to wait out we have to wait out the lightning, wait out when they think that it'll be safe enough to get a whole half. I'll say this: as much as we're wanting to get back started, I don't want them to get started and have to stop. Have to stop the second half. In the middle of the half, because that just wouldn't be fair to the team. So hopefully, whenever we get started, we can at least get that 40-minute half in. And so this may play to Russellville's advantage. I mean, Russellville expanded a lot of energy in that first half, having to play so much defense that they did. And so we're trying to widen that out. You can see that a little bit there. It's kind of darker here. Let me take off the overlay. Again, we're just talking to you guys, not on the radio right now. We're shooting through a window there, so you can see the puddles there. So, yeah, they stopped it ahead before we even saw a drop of rain, and there we go. I can tell you that baseball and softball, they're not played at this campus, but Hot Springs is hosting it. They are also under delay, obviously, because, like I said, the rain was coming in sideways. The pay-per-view people, actually, they left the cameras up on top, and that was a mistake because they had some equipment fall over the top of the press box and onto the stands, and had to run out there while it was storming to grab it. But right now we're still under a weather delay. It is at the half. We did get that first half in, and we have no score.
River Country 102.3 KCJC. Again, if you're just now tuning in to Russellville Cyclone Soccer, we are currently under a lightning and now weather delay. And hopefully we'll have some more information coming up in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, we're going to keep it going with some more of today's best country. And we have Jason Aldean on the way with You Make It Easy. And speaking of which, our man on the scene, Mickey Duval, he is definitely a maestro at voice play-by-play. He makes it look so easy. I could never do that. But we're going to be checking in with Mickey Duval here in just a few minutes
I
for
think you
another
can,
weather
Stephen.
update. So keep it tuned right here to your home for Cyclone Sports, 102.3 KCJC.
There's nothing like a weekend in the River Valley. River Country 1023.
Stephen, I think you could.
Sunday morning makes me want to stay in bed, twisted up all day long. You're my inspiration, girl. You take me places, put the words right into these songs. Stealing kisses undercover, babe. See forever when I see your face. And I swear God made you for me. You make it easy. Loving up on you. Make it easy. With every little thing you do. You're my sunshine in the darkest days. My better half, my saving grace. You make me who I wanna be. You make it easy. You took out my rough around the edges. Never let it ruffle up your feathers. Angel. Yeah, I'm down for life. You got me wrapped around your finger, and I like it just in case you can't tell. You make it easy. Love on you. Make it easy.
River Country 1023.
You helped me change a tire in the Citgo parking lot. You said we both could use a beer, but I said, hell, why not? It started out as one night, turned to 6 months just like that. Never had a ring on, so I never thought to ask. Then last night I saw a message on his phone. He said, hey babe, what time you coming home? I never wanted to be that girl,
sorry, I didn't. Yeah, I appreciate that. Because I'm not a separator. Yeah, no, I'm ready anytime you want to. All right.
This is River Country 102.3 KCJC, also known as your home for Russellville Cyclone sports. And we're still under a weather delay, so how about we go back to Mickey Duval for another quick update. Hey, Mickey, I know that glasses with windshield wipers aren't around anymore, but did you know that umbrella hats are still available?
Well, I didn't, but I should have purchased one on the way down here. It's we are not on top of the press box, but there is camera equipment up there with the other guys, and I will say that they didn't decide to take cover, and so they had some stuff fall over the side of the press box and onto the stands. Luckily, they cleared the stands, and we did get through the first half. But after that, we're in from my count, we're under a 79-minute delay so far. And I was looking at the weather, and it looked like 100% chance of rain all through at some point stopping in the 1 o'clock hour. So I don't know how long we're going to be here. But we did get the first half in. We are scoreless in the first half. The last sporting event for this school season. And like you said, it's probably fitting that we have a delay. Who knows? We may finish this and have the first football game ready to go after that. But Lady Cyclones and Searcy doing battle, and Searcy, the number 1 seed out of the East, Lady Cyclones, the 2 seed out of the West. Russellville really did a good job in that first half, especially on, look, Searcy's a high-powered offense. They have not been shut out of a game this year. Even in the one game they lost, the one game they tied, they were not shut out. Lady Cyclones did that, and Julianne Smith, Georgie McMahon, the 2 great goal scorers for Searcy. McMahon scored 5 goals in 3 games in leading up to this. They held her in check. Not only did they do that, but they held McMahon just to 1 shot. And in fact, they great saves by Maggie McGill and great defense in front of her. The Lady Cyclones played pretty well in that first half. Now, I don't know if we want this big a rest, but I got to tell you, it really felt like at the end of the first half, our girls were a little bit more gassed. It takes more energy to play defense than it does, so we can't say that we were too tired to come out and play the second half. It's still raining, not as hard as it was, but I see the field. We had looked at it beforehand. But on the previous break, there were puddles between the 20-yard line and the goal line on one side. It's dissipated a little bit, but it's still raining. The track is still underwater. The inside 2 to 3 lanes are still underwater. So I figure we're still here for a little while before we kind of get started. They did tell us they would, once they brought the teams back out, they would give 10 to 15 minutes just to get loosened up. But we'll see. But we did complete the first half. There's no like 1 or 2 minutes left. Complete the first half completely, and we are scoreless between Searcy and the Lady Cyclones. We'll send it back to you, Stephen. One thing I did say is they have not, I'll say for the online people, they have not told us anything. They said they might give us a heads up when they kind of knew that they would bring in, allowing teams back on. As of right now, they have not said anything, and they said they're watching the weather radar. They're not looking so much as lightning right now. So that's what we've heard. We'll say that we did see lightning, let me see, about the last lightning that we saw strike happened at 14 minutes ago. I'm trying to keep a log of all this. So So it'll be 30 minutes after that, but I think they're looking at the wave of storms, looking at the weather radar. So we're still here. We're going to keep broadcasting until the game's over. I don't want to stop the stream. If the stream stops, it's because we had something wrong power-wise, but we're not going to stop this, and hopefully at some point we'll have the second half for you.
Swag going on.
Swag bag. There's a ton of selection here at Aaron's, but on occasion someone stops in and they're looking for maybe a particular item that you might not have in stock that day, or maybe someone beat you to it and they just purchased it. But you can order some things, and we can actually do a little shopping online as well and pick out something that may be out of stock presently.
You know, Aaron's has one of the largest online portals. You can go to aarons.com. There's all kinds of things that we don't have in the store because you can only put so much in some of these stores. But that's our virtual store at aarons.com. Looking for anything particular, or you come in the store, you don't see anything you really like, we can log in to aarons.com, see what they have. We can order it that way. We get it shipped here, and we'll bring it to you. It's that simple.
Makes it as easy as that. And I will tell you, as a testimony, recently I made a purchase from Aaron's, and I want to brag on the delivery guys. The gentleman that came and delivered and set everything up, very professional, very helpful. They explained everything to me, took their time. They weren't rushing me. You know, they wanted to make sure that I was pleased and that the furniture was arranged in the way that I wanted it, and just top-notch folks. And you're not only going to deal with that here on the sales floor, but all the way to delivery. Everyone you deal with is going to be pro and top-notch, and that certainly means a lot. Come see Brian today. Hot dogs, chips, got some water down there, candy, some goodies, so come see us. Aaron's of Clarksville, located next to Dollar Tree, and that is exit number 58. If you're traveling Interstate 40, a gentleman called the store a moment ago who was listening to our previous report and said, hey, you guys didn't know the exit. It's 58, so we appreciate that. Exit number 58 in Clarksville, and head south, hang a left, and you'll see us right next to the Dollar Tree. Aaron's of Clarksville here on River Valley Radio.
Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation provides skilled professional care in a compassionate, supportive, and comfortable atmosphere. Whether it's long-term care, a short-term respite, or 24-hour skilled nursing, Stella Manor offers compassionate, professional support in a comfortable, family-like setting. With a full therapy program, hospice partnerships, and director-led activities every day, your loved one receives care that goes beyond the basics. Call or visit today to see the difference compassion makes at Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Year in and year out, terrain changes, seasons change, even the rules change. One thing stays the same. Honda ATVs show up ready. The 2026 Ford Trax Rancher, Foreman, and Rubicon are back, just as reliable as ever. Built to haul, climb, and conquer, these are the machines folks count on to get the job done. And they're available now at Honda of Russellville. There's a Honda ATV built for how you ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda ATVs are riders 16 years and older. KCJC Darnell, Russellville, an Arkansas River Valley radio station. Locally owned, locally proud. This is River Country 1023.
supporting each other builds the foundation of our community and makes us all better.
Now here's your River Valley Radio community calendar. Lake Dardanelle State Park is home to a variety of wildlife, but you ever wonder just what there is out there in the river? Are there snakes? Is that a snapping turtle? You can join a park interpreter at the Visitor Center Kids Corner to learn the reptiles of the river. That's Tuesday, 4 p.m. at the Kids Corner of Lake Dardanelle State Park. Coffee and book talk. That's a great way to meet people while sharing the latest book you've read or one of your favorites with others. Come see what it's all about. It's happening at Atkins Centennial Library, and that's Wednesday, 10 a.m. for coffee and book talk. And every trail tells a story, but it's not always obvious. On this guided hike of Signal Hill Loop, you'll search for hidden clues in the natural and cultural landmarks and connect with the land along the way. Seasonally appropriate attire, drinking water, sturdy hiking shoes, insect repellent, and sunscreen are all highly recommended for this hike. It's happening Wednesday, 10 a.m. at Mount Magazine State Park. If you need more details, you can head over to the website. RiverValleyRadio.com is where we are, and click that events tab. We'd love to hear about the events that your organization has planned. Just drop us a line. Our email is info@rivervalleyradio.com. I'm Jennifer Lipp, and this has been your River Valley Radio Community Calendar.
Broke a map dog's heart when it disappeared over my shoulder. I've been headstrong, right and dead and wrong. Good with God, but I've dropped the ball. Spent my whole life holding on. Even when I fell off, the ride was worth the fall. The fall was worth the smiles. The smiles were worth the tears. The tears were worth the miles. Miles were worth the pain. Pain was worth it all. It's all worth this life. Life is worth the ride. Ride is worth the fall. Had some nowhere near it, and some almost was it. Left some mamas in tears, and some daddies still cussing. There's what I should have done and what I could have been, even knowing now what I didn't know then. I climb back on again. The ride is worth the fall. The fall was worth the smiles. The smiles were worth the tears. The tears were worth the miles. Miles were worth the pain. Pain was worth it all. It's all worth this life. Life is worth the ride. Ride is worth the fall. Smiles were worth the tears. Tears were worth the miles. Miles were worth the pain. Pain was worth it all. It's all worth this life.
All right, put on our chat. They came by and told somebody 5 minutes, and then they're starting to let some people back in the stands. You can see them across the way. They're actually putting together the pop-up tents for the teams. Again, once they bring it back out, they're not going to start. They're going to let them get warmed up and all that.
West Fraser is looking for skilled electricians to join their team in a role that's more than just a job. It's a career. If you've got experience with three-phase power, 480-volt systems, and machine controls, West Fraser wants to hear from you. You'll work hands-on, solving real problems and growing with a team that promotes within. Solid day one benefits, competitive pay, and a culture that puts people first. Build your career with West Fraser. Apply today at westfraser.com/careers.
River Country 102.3 KCJC, where we are still under a weather delay for today's Cyclone soccer game. We got the first half in, just waiting on the second half. And now let's check back in once again with Mickey Duval. Hey, Mickey, if you want, we could probably get you some rain gear so you can look like that guy on the boxes of the pre-frozen seafood products in the freezer section.
I would have needed that about an hour ago. We're still under weather delay, but they're letting people come back in the stands. A few people have come out. It's still raining, but they will play soccer in the rain. What they won't do is they won't play with lightning. And the last lightning strike that we knew of was 11:48, I believe, and so 30 minutes after that. But they are starting to put together the pop-up tents that they have on the far side for both teams. And so the teams are still, and they've allowed fans to go into the field house. And they came by and told somebody, I heard them say 5 minutes, or it was texted that they said 5 minutes. So we're figured that means 5 minutes before they start letting people back in. Now, once they start, once they bring out the teams, they'll let them have some 10 to 15 minutes warm-up time is what they said, unless they give them that time in the field house. Now, we'll say that even with AstroTurf, it's draining pretty well, but we still see quite a few spots near the side, the side that we're on, we see some puddles. So that's something that we'll continue with. But again, they'll play in the rain. We've done it before. I can't remember if we've done it at the finals, but that's the beauty about playing playing a place that has turf and the fact that it drains. They used to play this game. In fact, when the Lady Cyclones won their first and only state championship in 2012, they played it at Razorback Soccer Stadium in Fayetteville, and that's grass. And so it would be a muddy mess if that happened. But they won't play baseball or softball so much in the rain, but soccer is okay. We'll say that we are scoreless. Did get the first half in. Russellville was on defense most of the time in that first half, but Maggie McGill with some really nice saves. She had 6 saves unofficially in that first half. 12 shots on goal for Searcy. 12 shots total, 6 on goal for Searcy. There were 7 shots for Russellville, 4 on goal, but we're scoreless. And so Russellville, plenty of time to rest, plenty of time to adjust, and we'll see. Again, they've only put up a couple of tents. I think they have 3, maybe 4 to put up. They've allowed some people, or they allowed everybody to come back in the stands. Some people have, just a few. It was packed on this side, and as I'm looking at it, I see 11 people in the stands right now. So we're still a ways away from starting, but movement's starting to happen. So the thing of maybe waiting till 1 or 2 o'clock, not so. So that part is good. I'm trying to calculate here, because my stopwatch goes over at 60 minutes. It starts back over again. And by my count, we're almost at 100 minutes. I have us 99 minutes so far of delay, so we'll eclipse the 100 mark and before we get started. But we will get started hopefully soon. Send it back to you, Stephen.
It's a River Valley Roadshow on location with River Valley Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Aaron Thomas along with you from Aaron's of Clarksville. At Aaron's, it's easy, beautiful, and affordable. And Brian Miller, the man who knows what's going on here, general manager of both the Clarksville and Russellville store. And we're at Clarksville today, right next to the Dollar Tree. And Brian, one of those things that we all need and depend on, long gone are the days, although some of us still refer to them as ice boxes, but long gone are the days of the ice box when the Iceman came around. Okay, I don't even remember that. I've just heard stories told. But we all need a refrigerator, and you've got a dynamic deal here. Explain this. I see a couple different price points and something about $20.
Yeah, my scribble here on the little ad here. So basically, we've got they're 18 cubic foot refrigerators. It's a great deal. They're normally $79.99 a month. We've got them for $59.99 a month. So got that going today. Come on in. Mention that we've seen you on the live radio, and we're going to give you that deal. That's a $20 discount off of that refrigerator. We have several of them to choose from, and don't forget, we have the match your down today too. So if you come in, you can pay $59 down, and we're going to match that. So you won't have a payment now for a couple of months now that you've got it going.
If you want to find out, maybe you're out watching the kids play or practicing ball or something right now, you can hop on your phone, go to apply.aarons.com, apply.aarons.com. Check it out, your leasing power. Find out what you qualify for. Tons of selection today, everything from recliners. I'm going to hop in that black one there. That looks really comfortable. Nice looking recliners, sectionals, couch love seats, end tables, lamps, bedding, appliances, electronics, mattresses, and we're going to talk mattress here in a moment. I think Brian's got a little mattress on the mind. I don't know if he's wanting to take a nap or what, but we're going to talk mattresses.
Don't forget, we got a giveaway going on too.
That's true.
Come on in the store. First person that comes in the store tells us it's better at Aaron's can win a giveaway prize.
Very nice. Looking forward to it. Come see us, Aaron's of Clarksville, right next to the Dollar Tree, exit 58 off of Interstate 40 here in Clarksville on River Valley Radio.
River Country 102.3 with another River Country Rewind on River Country 102.3.
And there come our Lady Cyclones. We'll have to turn off the video here in a little bit since we're not allowed to do that. Nobody's allowed except the pay-per-view people, but letting you see the Lady Cyclones come back on. Again, they'll get loosened up and get ready for the second half.
Classic country playing 24/7 on our sister station, 98.1 The Bull. More of today's country on River Country 102.3 up next.
All right, they have the clock going. 8 minutes is what they have. 8 minutes and 15 seconds.
Country 102.3 KCJC, your home for Russellville Cyclone sports. And all jokes aside now, it looks like we might be getting ready to get back to action pretty soon. So let's go back to Mickey Duval.
Thanks so much, Stephen. Yeah, all joking aside, they let people back on into the stands, and as we said, put up the tents. The Lady Cyclones were first to emerge, and then when Searcy got out here, they actually put up 9 minutes, and so not as much time as what we thought, but that's okay. As it looks right now, 5.5 minutes left in halftime, if you can call it that, until we get started back. We'll have official totals of how long that halftime was because of the weather day, but we're close to 2 hours is what we are, and so. But we'll start the second half. It'll be scoreless. What's interesting is both teams are staying on their current sides, and so they'll actually have to flip sides for the second half. But just sort of getting loosened up and treating this almost like it was a pregame, And so, but nothing in that first half. 12 shots for Searcy, 6 on goal, 7 shots for Lady Cyclones, 4 on goal. As we keep mentioning, fantastic job by the Lady Cyclones on the defensive side. You can expel a lot of energy playing defense. And I'm laughing because one of the balls for Searcy just came out on the track, and it just stopped because there's a puddle. On the inside 3 lanes, it's a puddle all the way around, or I should say on our side at least. And there's still puddles out there on the AstroTurf or field turf there by Lakeside, mainly around the numbers. If you can think of football sideline there between the numbers and the sidelines, you can see it's collected on both sides because it's angled just a little bit. And that's where water's collected, but they're still going to play it. It's going to slow the ball down quite a bit. You might see some more slips and things like that, but when the ball hits, it's not going to skip ahead. So it'll be an adjustment, but it'll be an adjustment for both teams. And so it's a high-scoring offense of Searcy, so maybe it'll hurt them more than it will hurt Russellville. We're at no score. We're at halftime. We're going to take a break and come back and hopefully be getting close to the second half. This is Lady Cyclones Soccer on River Country 102.3.
For River Valley Furniture, still south of high prices. Have you been by the Ashley Home Store? You know, a lot of folks think that Ashley is owned by a corporation, but that's not the case. River Valley Furniture owns and operates the Ashley Home Store. So Doug, Leon, Hunter, and all the staff invite you to come visit. Consider this your personal invitation to visit River Valley Furniture's Ashley Home Store, just off the ConAgra exit of Interstate 40, Highway 331. Miller Roofing Company, proudly serving the River Valley for over 30 years, is seeking skilled professionals specializing in interior work with at least 3 years of experience. So if you're ready to bring your skills to a local, family-owned company that stands behind its work and its people, call Miller Roofing Company, 890-3499, or stop by their office at 318 South Arkansas Avenue. Miller Roofing Company, keeping homes covered.
It's a River Valley Roadshow on location with River Valley Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Aaron Thomas along with you from Aaron's of Clarksville, where it's easy, beautiful, and affordable, and pretty nice as well. We'll add that. The folks here, nice folks, going to take great care of you. And Brian, a moment ago, we hinted at mattresses. And, you know, we oftentimes overlook the importance of a good mattress, getting a good night's sleep, and how important rest is. And you've got a great selection and can get folks into mattresses that they need, or whether they're needing the entire headboard, the whole set. Tell me a little about some of the options there as far as mattress and bedding.
Well, you know, at Aaron's, we carry, usually we carry 4 to 5 different mattresses. That's worth anywhere from a firm to a memory foam, to a pillow top, to a Eurotop. So you can come in and we have several that you can try out here on the floor. There's nothing here that you like. Again, we have Aaron's.com, but I always recommend try your mattress before you buy. So you want to come by, take a look and see what we have. We have mattresses that start at $79.99 a month and go up from there, depending on what style you want and what comfort level you're looking for.
Tell me a little about those tops. You said, I think, a pillow top, but there was something called a Euro top. What is that?
I mean, a Euro top is pretty much the same as a pillow top, except for that the plush is actually kind of built into the mattress instead of having that extra padding on the top. It's just a preference. I prefer actually the pillow top over the other, but that's just a preference. Like I said, everybody likes either a firm mattress or soft or something just between. It's like, you know, Little Red Riding Hood,
Yeah.
This is too soft, or how'd that go? Something like that.
Tomato, something like that. It's been a long time. I've got to refresh on my Little Red Riding Hood. Also, we mentioned earlier, there's some free food here, free hot dogs, chips, drink, also some candy, some Aaron's Collector Edition cups, and with some candy and goodies in there, some swag bags, but also there's something else going on that folks might be able to win, a true wireless stereo setup. Tell me about these, what is it called? Alien Pro?
Alien Pro, we've got a little giveaway. Like I said, the Alien Pro Haze, it's a Bluetooth speaker. Come on in and say it's better at Aaron's, and you might win today.
All right, just that easy. Stop in, say it's better at Aaron's, and you just might win. Is there an echo in here? I think you just said that. But we want you to remember and come see us. Aaron's of Clarksville, right next door to Dollar Tree, exit 58 here on River Valley Radio.
All right, we're getting ready to start the second half. Thanks so much, Aaron. Thanks so much, Stephen. 1 hour, 53 minutes of rain delay when it was supposed to be a 10-minute halftime. So we're already on overtime, aren't we? Because we're supposed to end. There's a 12 o'clock soccer match that was supposed to start. They're going to be a little bit behind. We were starting at 10, and then there's a 12, 2, and 4. They may be behind the rest of the day. I don't think that's all the rain in the forecast. They said there might be a pop-up shower around 4 o'clock, but actually the rain has stopped here. I shouldn't say stopped. There's a little bit of sprinkle, enough for some people to keep the umbrellas out. Some people have not. Not as many fans in the stands as there were, but Searcy's fans are right below us, and they've actually been a kind of a standing room only up at the front, a lot of their students. So on the left side, Cyclone fans are getting in spot, and we're ready for the second half. Lady Cyclones and Searcy tied at 0 as we get ready to start the second half. Both teams playing for the 5A state championship, and like I said, big rain delay, and we're ready. And I'm sure they're ready too. A lot of rest and maybe some adjustments. We'll see. Maggie McGill going around. They're high-fiving each other as they're out on the field again. Your Lady Cyclones in black uniforms with red and white trim. Searcy in all white with red trim. I think both fans groups are ready to get started for the second half, as are we. This is the 10th meeting between these two teams. They've met 9 times before. Russellville leads at 6-3. 8 times they met in the playoffs. The last time they met was back in 2024, and it's actually the season opener, the only time they haven't played in the playoffs. That was the last meeting. Searcy won that one 3-1. The one before that was in 2023 when the Lady Cyclones bounced Searcy from the first round of the playoffs 2-1. That was we were at that game. It was Valley View was hosting it, but the game was actually played at Paragould High School. This being played at Hot Springs Lakeside High School. Again, supposed to be at UCA, but they knew there was going to be construction, so Hot Springs hosting all of them. And the state tournaments, championships for football, softball, and basketball. And as we get started, Searcy kicked the ball out of bounds. It's off Russellville, and you hear some cheering from both teams because a Searcy player just fell down and rolled onto the track and completely soaked. Completely soaked now. I mean, the jersey is matted up against her skin on the far side. And so as we go back, she's laughing about it. Russellville with possession, the ball being slowed down substantially because of the puddles. Russellville was able to pass along to the near side to Channing Frederick, who kicked it forward. It hit a puddle and just stopped. And so Searcy able to get control of it. Their goalkeeper, Emerson Simmons, will punt this one away. It does take a bounce at the center circle. Anything between the hash marks at the football field will be fine. From the hash marks to the sideline gets kind of hairy, and you can tell between the numbers in the sideline, that's where the puddles are still formed. The Lady Cyclones getting a big kick by Maggie McGill, sending it down the way, and Ruth Payne working against 2, able to get pick up there, and the left-footed shot is stopped by their keeper. The first shot of the second half, and it's a diving stop by their keeper. She moved to her right, our left, off the left footer by Ruth Payne. I don't think their keeper, Simmons, was expecting Ruth to take a shot from just inside of 20 yards out, kind of a longer shot. But again, the ball doesn't travel fast, but also it's kind of hard to move when you're moving side to side and you're moving around in puddles. And so good shot there taken by Ruth Payne, the first shot by the Lady Cyclones here in the second half. We have no score early on. We said 38-13 left in the match. Maddie Kowitzel getting a steal after Carson Skelton. Passes it back to Skelton, who will kick it ahead. It's stopped and knocked down. Again, hitting a puddle and stopped. And we're going to get a handball called on Searcy, and Russellville will get a free kick out of it. Russellville's gotten 4 free kicks now, 2 of them on handballs, and they're going to have to mark off. The Searcy player actually stood in front of the ball. But you got to mark her off 10 yards. So the official says, okay, let me get in here. He's going to put her just inside the 18-yard box from 25 yards away. He gives her a little bit more. Doesn't make her move his back as 10 yards. But Julia Callahan, the left-footed shot on the last far side, is going to go in off the free kick. The Lady Cyclones have scored off the free kick from 25 yards out. Julia Callahan. 37-26 officially left in the second half. Julia Callahan from 25 yards away on the free kick that was caused by the handball by Searcy. Inadvertent handball that had just popped up and hit the Searcy player in the hand. And we saw that in the first half. She's on that side, left footer. She's able to bend those shots around. It was stopped by the keeper in the first half. Could not be stopped by the keeper in the second half. The keeper actually gave up on it. I don't know if she could have stopped it because it went top shelf, top left side, and that's where the shot went in. And Julia Callahan with her 4th goal in the state tournament. Callahan with the goal here. That's 26 goals on the season. Julia Callahan has given the Lady Cyclones a 1-0 lead. Searcy on the move. They're trying to tie it. They get in the 18-yard box, trying to center that. Knocked down by Maggie McGill. Had to go to the knees, knocked it down, was not able to catch it, but she kind of crawled a little bit, able to grab it, and she stops the first shot on goal by Searcy in the second half. Lady Cyclones leading 1-0 off the shot by Julia Callahan. Off the kick, Searcy takes control again. They're inside of 30 yards, trying to center this. Taken away by McKeely Hardman. And Hardman trying to clear it. She'll get it to Ruth Payne. Back to midfield, trying to get around a double team. She can't. They knock it around. There's always 2 people on Ruth Payne, sometimes 3. Kick ahead. There's going to be an open shot there by Searcy. Knocked down by McGill. She's got to get back up. The rebound goes wide right. What a stop by Maggie McGill. She had a sliding stop there, was unable to catch it. The rebound came out to 20 yards away. The second shot goes way wide right. What a stop by Maggie McGill. In sliding, her socks kind of fell down. She's getting those fixed up by one of her teammates. You got those big gloves when you're the keeper, so you can't tie your shoe, you can't pull up your socks or anything like that. Maggie McGill coming out 10 yards away to be able to slide and knock that down. If she doesn't, I think they just come up and make an easy goal. But looked like Searcy was going to tie the match very quickly. Handball there, not called by Searcy. Everybody was calling for it. Searcy actually even stopped. They thought it was going to be called. The official did not call it, did not see it. Searcy a kick ahead, double team. Ball being deflected back into the 18-yard box. Allie Barnes able to knock it away. And Maggie McGill with a nice save. Almost bounced her head on the turf. She had to hold her head up as she was sliding to the left side to make that save, and landed kind of on her shoulder, but she's up and she kicks it away. Lady Cyclones leading 1-0. However, Searcy an onslaught right now. They've taken 3 shots on goal here in the last 2.5 minutes. A kick ahead cannot be chased down by Ruth Payne. The Lady Cyclones leading 1-0 with 34:57 left. Here's a steal by Callahan at midfield. She'll kick it ahead. Channing Frederick saying, kick it ahead, I'll chase it down, but this one goes past the touchline as they were shielding Frederick. Coach is wondering why there was not a foul called. Actually, Kana Keister also was saying, hey, they were shielding, not playing the ball there. But also thought it might have been off of Searcy as it went past the touchline, but Searcy gets control. They'll stop short of midfield. They'll kick it ahead. And Searcy now might be offsides, but that flag doesn't go up. They're going to enter the 18-yard box right on the wing, in and out of the box over in the corner. They have a player centered if they can get it to her. Lady Cyclones coming up with a double team. This is Zoe Barnes that can help deflect it away. Russellville can't clear it. Allie Barnes kicked it. It was deflected high up in the air. She gets possession back, and now there's Carson Skelton that will clear it out just for the moment as it gets about 25 yards away. Searcy with it back into the wing. This one's going to roll near the goal line. Searcy trapped in the corner, no place to go. They'll kick it out, and the Lady Cyclones will clear it all the way down the sideline. It will not roll past the touchline. Normally it would. I think it got stopped by the rain and the puddles that's there. Searcy will kick it. It stops at the 18-yard box, knocked down by Zoe Barnes, cleared by Russellville, but Searcy still with possession. They'll have to move it all the way back 50 yards away. The Lady Cyclones scoring, making it 1-0 with 37-26 left in the match. There's 33-27 right now. Searcy, a long shot from 25 yards away, and Maggie McGill makes the stop, goes to her knees, and then on her knees was sliding because of the water back there. She didn't mean to slide sideways. She just hit her knees, and it's almost like she was just drifting over there. But making the stop now was McGill, and we have a substitution coming in, and now the official is coming over to talk to McGill. And he took the ball from her, and he put it down, and now saying, okay, we're going to put more time on the clock. That's what it was. So we're going to have to stop our clock here. 33-11 left to play in the match. And the Lady Cyclones leading 1-0 will kick this one away. We just can't get on the offensive side. Here's a deep kick by Searcy. It actually hits Lily Simon in the back of the head. She didn't see it. Keister will clear it, kick it all the way down. The Lady Cyclones cannot control it, and it's picked up and pushed forward. That should be a foul. They did not throw it over the head. They just pushed it forward to get possession. Lady Cyclones are calling for that. The official didn't see it. We actually saw that called against Russellville in the semifinals. When you push it forward, instead of when you throw it in, you have to throw it from the back of your head over, instead of pushing it almost like a chest pass in basketball. That's not allowed. Searcy along the far side will get another throw in. They're within 20 yards. Here's the shot, and caught there by Maggie McGill as she trapped it around her ankles there. She's being used way too much there. She had 6 stops in the first half. She's got 5 stops here in the second half, and we're not even 8 minutes in. Lady Cyclones leading 1-0. Searcy with it. They're near center. They kick this one in the 18-yard box, and Allie Barnes will kick this one past the goal line. So it'll be a corner kick for the Lady Lions, the first corner kick of the match for Searcy. Russellville had one in the first half. Remember, they thought they scored on it, and the head referee had said that Russellville did not cross the goal line on that one. There's some jockeying for positions going on in front of the keeper, Maggie McGill, waiting the corner kick. They'll bend this one in 10 yards away, and it goes over the head of Ritchie, who was trying to get a header in there. I don't know if she could have gotten a clear shot at it anyway, but it goes over her head and out the other side. Keister will be on hand to throw it in for the Lady Cyclones. And she'll throw this one down the sideline. Even if we don't get possession, we got to get some distance down. It's kicked up in the air by Channing Frederick. Callahan, right-footed, as she's a lefty, will poke it down the field past the midfield line. Searcy with possession, but Russellville made them back up a little bit. Searcy on the move now, inside 50, inside 40 yards out, inside 30. They'll play it backwards as Lady Cyclones retreat on defense. Zoe Barnes able to deflect it back out. Reese Prince was there. Searcy coming back up with possession, gets it to Simon. Simon knocked away by Keister and cleared by Channing Frederick. It's too much to sit on a 1-0 lead. Lady Cyclones aren't trying to, but Searcy, an onslaught right now. They have 5 shots on goal, 7 shots total here just in the second half, and we're not quite to 10 minutes in the second half. We have 30-28 left. There's a big kick down the side by Searcy. They'll get to throw it in right around the wing. So inside of 18 yards. And now a substitution by the Lady Lions. The goal by Julia Callahan, a 25-yard free kick. She bent around one defender and went top shelf, top left. And that's where it stands, 1-0. That happened at the 37-26 mark. So about 8 minutes ago, almost 8 minutes. Inside of 30 minutes now. Searcy had thrown it in. It got kicked back out. They'll do it again. This one goes into the 18-yard box, cleared out by Zoe Barnes. They'll have it at the arch. The shot goes wide right. Shot by Searcy, and Lady Cyclones will have a goal kick here. They'll put it down. Russellville really needs to get possession just to give McGill a break back here. Lady Cyclones leading at 1-0. Maggie putting it down on the goalie's box on the right corner. Big kick will play down by Reese Prince. Russellville just don't have the numbers right now because you can't have everybody at midfield. Searcy with possession. Mishandled along the side, kicked out by Keister. And Searcy will throw it in from inside of 40 yards. With it is Piper Holmes. She was looking down forward. She actually will throw this one backward to Eddings, who'll play it back near the center circle. So Russellville getting a little bit of a breather here just for the moment. And this one goes past the touchline. Russellville will get it. No, they're going to say it's Searcy possession. Okay, they say it was deflected by Russellville. Lady Cyclones did not agree with that one. They'll turn into a double team taken away by Russellville, and Julia Callahan will clear it. Again, you want to clear it just to get it down there, but at some point, you really hope we can get down and get possession of this. Searcy will try to center this one. There's Ruth Payne to come up and make a steal. She gets this one to Callahan. Callahan will leave it for Payne in the center circle. Payne boots it ahead. It's going to be chased down by Searcy Eddings, and she'll play this one out. No, it's going to be saved by Searcy. Simon, who's kept it from going past the touchline. I don't think that's what Searcy wanted, but Russellville will end up getting it near the midfield line to be able to play it in right here. Kana Keister, throw this one from her over the top there, trying to get it to Ruth Payne. She threw it about 20 yards. It played down. Searcy has it, kicks it towards the center circle, and there is Allie Barnes, and she'll send it forward to Kate Blanchard, a freshman. It's cut off by Lady Line into the 18-yard box. Can Kate get a steal? She's trying. Searcy will kick it out to the side as Russellville on the offensive side here. And they'll push Kate Blanchard out of the way. The ball goes past the touchline. If it's a foul, we'll get a free kick. Or if it's just out of bounds, we have to throw it in. And they're going to stop time here as they had pushed Kate Blanchard away from it and extended the arms, and they stopped the clock with 27:01, and now they'll start it again. I'm not sure what it was. They did not call it a foul. They just called it a throw-in for Russellville. Immediately had it go out again, so Carson Skelton will throw it from inside of 40 yards. Played down by Julia Callahan, turning around from a double team. Blanchard on the wing just outside the box. We'll play it back to Reese Prince. Reese trying to center it. She'll get it to McKeely Hardman. Hardman had a header for a goal in the first game of the playoff. Keister, her pass deflected by Searcy, and Searcy now double teaming. They come up with possession and pop it up, and there's Keister there to play it down with her foot and played it ahead for Searcy to clear it back to the center circle. Zoe Barnes now with a big kick. Channing Frederick, the header from inside of 40 yards. Russellville at least having a little bit of offensive possession to help out. And now here's a kick that's deflected off of Russellville, and now Searcy will get to work on our defensive end once again. 26 minutes left to play in the match. Russellville leading 1-0 over Searcy. Julia Callahan with the ball up in the air, playing around Piper, was knocked down to the turf, and no call. Julia Callahan actually fell onto the track in puddled water, and we were looking around. The official didn't say anything. And the ball goes into the 18-yard box, and Allie Barnes able to retreat, and she kicks it off a Searcy player and past the goal line. Russellville will get a goal kick. No, they're going to say it's off. Actually, that had to have been off Searcy, but the officials said it's a corner kick for the Lady Lions. Russellville saying, hey, it deflected off a Searcy player, but it's not going to change his mind. It'll be the second corner kick for the Lady Lions. We got the corner kick, and they'll, instead of playing it towards the front of the net, they actually kick it backwards about 30 yards away. And now into there and just missing wide right. They had a player in front of Maggie McGill shielding Maggie. She didn't see where the ball was coming from, and the ball just missed the post wide right. I tell you, I thought that one was in. It was a shot from almost 30 yards. It stayed low to the ground. And I don't know if McGill, if she saw it, she didn't get a good look at it. Again, another foul called on Russellville off the 50-50 ball. This is getting old a little bit here. That's the 9th foul called on Lady Cyclones, 2 called on Searcy. And so we'll get a free kick for Searcy from inside of 45 yards. One-man wall in front of the player for the Lady Lions. They'll kick this one into the 18-yard box, and one hops and goes past the goal line. Russellville will have a goal kick now. Lady Cyclones leading at 1-0. Searcy fans getting a little aggravated, even though the calls seem to be going their way. I think they're not used to being this far behind. They're not used to not having any goals. They have not been shut out in a game all year. And not saying they've won 1-0. They've scored a lot of goals there in a lot of these matches. And in fact, they scored 12 goals against Batesville. That's the most they scored this year. Off the throw-in, we get a foul called on Searcy. Oh no, it's not a foul called. It's the push throw-in. That's the second time they've done it. First time they've been caught. You can't push a throw-in almost like a chest pass in basketball. It has to go over your head and back over. They did it earlier, didn't get called on that one. They did get called. So it's not a free kick for Russellville. It's a throw-in. That goes off Searcy once again, so we'll get another throw-in. Kana Keister is actually taking her jersey and wiping off the soccer ball because it's soaking wet. And some puddles in here. This one goes all the way. Searcy will have possession off the throw-in, but it's inside of 30 yards out, and Kate Blanchard ran at that and almost got possession. If she did, she would have been one-on-one with the keeper. Searcy panicked a little bit, kicked it out along the far side, so the Lady Cyclones will have a throw-in along that far side. Throw-in is controlled by the Lady Lions all the way down through the center circle, and looks like Simon will gain control of it, and here she might have a breakaway against Maggie McGill. Looking to try to center it, and the shot goes in. Shot by Simon has tied this game for Searcy at 22:19 left. We thought she was going to center it. McGill got a leg on it, actually hit her left leg and then rolled between her legs through her legs to the goal. So 22-19, Searcy has tied this game. That's Leah Lee Simon has tied it at 1-1. And even after Russellville took the lead, the game has been dominated by Searcy. You just felt like something like that was coming because they've got 6 shots on goal to this point. We're not halfway through the second half. They had 6 shots on goal the entire first half. Searcy now with possession. Same situation. Simon with it. She's going to be stopped this time by Zoe Barnes, and we're going to get a foul called on Russellville. Looked like Simon slipped and fell, and they're going to call a foul on Zoe, and the Lady Cyclones beside themselves. They're not sure about that one. It looked like Simon just fell down as she was slowing down near the sideline where the puddles are. We're all tied at 1, and they're going to get a free kick from well inside of 20 yards. The official is talking to a couple Lady Cyclones, but, of course, we're above the Searcy fans, so when you hear them cheer, it's bad news for us. But another foul called on Russellville. Good grief. That's 10 fouls called on Lady Cyclones. There's off the free kick. It's stopped by Maggie McGill with the save. And this one she had to dive to her right, and she'll put it down. She will not drop kick this one and kick this one away, and it'll go past the touch line. No, it's saved in bounds by Kate Blanchard. We really need possession on the offensive side. We've gotten that one shot on goal, but since then we have not had possession on the offensive side inside of 30 yards. There's a throw in by Kana Keister. The header knocked out by Searcy. We may get what we're wishing for here. Keister again with a throw in. This one going to be inside of 40 yards. And this one goes to Ruth Payne along the side. She's on the wing. She'll try to center this one. It's knocked down by the keeper, and she has to dive on top of it as it was about to go past the goal line. Payne, a shot from the side. You can tell Searcy fans are getting kind of nervous because they're not used to being in this close a game. They still have not been shut out in any games. They scored here, but we're at 1-1. I think they were expecting a blowout too. I say two. We weren't, but the officials, the AAA officials, I think were expecting a a different matchup, you know, and Russellville got here. That's nice for Russellville. And hope they can keep it close type situation. But Lady Cyclones took a 1-0 lead at 37-26, held the lead for almost a little over 15 minutes. Searcy tied it with 22-19 left to play in the first half. Right now we're under 20 minutes to go. And the Lady Cyclones with possession on the goal kick as Searcy is subbing in and out. That's what we're waiting on. And we'll have a foul called on Russellville just inside the center circle. So 11 fouls called on the Lady Cyclones now. And this will be a free kick. Let's see where they put it down. This will be the 11th free kick for Searcy. It'll be just inside 40 yards out. The free kick from the left hash will go straight to Maggie McGill. It's knocked away. She was able to control it, and it spins away past the goal line, so we'll have a corner kick coming for Searcy, the third one of the match, and all of Searcy's corner kicks coming in the second half. There's the corner kick coming to the front of the goal, and they'll skip past the goal once again and actually be out along the side, so a throw in for Russellville. Searcy yelling.
Dardanelle Russellville, an Arkansas River Valley radio station. Locally owned, locally proud. This is River Country 102.3.
Russellville will have it on the throw in here. Deep in their own end. It'll go off the Lady Cyclones. Just cannot get possession. Even with that one goal that Russellville got off the free kick, it's not been our half. Good thing is we're only down, or sorry, we're tied 1-1. We're not down, I should say, but 18 minutes left to play here in the match. Lady Cyclones will intercept it here, and usually what they'll do is they'll have to kick it down and then knock to the turf, and we get a foul called on Searcy. That was out in the open. It was obvious. They knocked down with a forearm Julia Callahan. So Searcy fans don't agree with it, but it's the third foul called on the Lady Lions. And so, but we're at midfield, so we're 60 yards away. And they're going to move her back even further, so 65 yards away. So we're not at midfield anymore. And Callahan will take the kick. She'll try to center this one. The header is headed up in the air by Hardcastle of the Lady Lions and played down by Searcy. Ritchie pass ahead and knocked away by Barnes, and it'll be a throw in for the Lady Lions. They do a quick throw in this time, and Zoe and Allie are there, and they're going to kick it over to Maggie McGill. And she'll clear it a little bit. Stopped inside of 35 by Searcy with possession at the arch, turns and faces. The shot deflected, and now let's see. No call. They're wanting a handball call. It's not going to get called. Searcy with possession, though, inside of 25 yards. Here's a shot that goes wide right, but caught anyway by Maggie McGill. Cut it off one hopper. We're tied 1-1 inside of 17 minutes left to play here in the match. Well, we owe you a break. We'll get that to you here in just a moment. I'm hoping that at some point Russellville can get possession. Searcy with possession, but deep in their own end. They mishandle one as it's rolling past the touchline. No, they're going to kick it before it does, kick it all the way back to midfield. Lady Cyclones, Allie Barnes with it, and she deflects one out past the touchline, and Russellville will get a throw in, but we'll take a break right now. We're tied at 1 with 16 minutes left to play here in the match. This is Lady Cyclone Soccer on River Country 102.3.
Russellville School District has opportunities for you. Russellville School District currently has openings for custodial positions. Shifts are 2 in the afternoon until
down by Channing Frederick, McKeely Hardman.
11-month contract. This position has benefits, paid sick time, personal time, and retirement plans included. Insurance is offered. Russellville School District, achieving excellence together. Call 968-1306 or visit rsdk12.net to apply online and join the team.
Since 1971, Sorrell's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrell's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment, highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrell's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrell's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones.
Welcome back. 15 minutes left to play in the match. We're tied at 1. The Lady Cyclones and Searcy in the 5A state championship. We'll get a foul as Reese Prince got knocked down. We're going to stop time. And the girl who got called for the foul for Searcy mouthed off at the official a little bit. He stopped time, which usually means it's a yellow card coming, but he's not. But he stopped time to talk to her about it. 14:47. He's not pulling out a card. This is Addison Hardcastle, senior. Had a goal in their opening round game of state against Greenwood. Lady Cyclone's going to get a free kick here, but still on their side, so nowhere close to being able to score from there. Hardcastle headed down as it went 25 yards. She clears this one, and Keister is going to let it go past the touch line. She'll fake a throw in along the far side towards the middle. It's going to be taken over by Searcy. Through the center circle, pass it ahead. Searcy will kick it into the 18-yard box, and coming out from her spot is Maggie McGill. Said, I'm not going to give you a chance to get a shot there. She came all the way out. A little more than 15 yards away to scoop that one up. Lady Cyclones just feel like playing with fire the entire time. We're tied 1-1, but Searcy with so many chances here in this second half. Channing Frederick has it for the Lady Cyclones on the offensive side. Searcy will clear it, and it's going to be a throw in, and we're going to stop time, and a foul called on Russellville and a yellow card called on Lady Cyclones. This will be on Channing Frederick. She has to come out of the game. So this with 13:52 is what they put on the clock. So Frederick will check out, and Kate Blanchard will check in for her. So we don't get the talking to. We get the yellow card immediately. First yellow card of the game, and assessed to Frederick. She can come back in the game. 2 yellow cards or 1 red card means you're ejected and can't come back in. But she has to go sit for a while. Off the free kick. And I think that was a little bit of frustration because it seems like Searcy is playing very physical. Not a lot's getting called. And so sometimes that frustration could build up, to be honest with you. A throw in, Channing Frederick out on the bench. On her side is Julia Callahan. She kicks this one high up in the air, trying to center it. And Russellville takes over. Maddie Kowitzel kicks it, and should be a handball called? No, they're going to call a foul on Russellville. Looked like Searcy got a handball call that would have been called, but before that, they call a foul on the Lady Cyclones. So Searcy will have a free kick from deep in their own end, but they can flip the field a little bit here. The ball goes through 50-50, and let's see, played all the way past the goal line. It's going to end up being a corner kick for Searcy along the far side. Searcy did not have a single corner kick in the first half. They've got 4 here in the second half. We're waiting the fourth one right now. Lady Lions and Lady Cyclones tied at 1 with 12 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the match. The corner kick played to the front. The header goes up and over the crossbar. Actually goes up and over the support netting, too. The stats being dominated by Searcy. 13 free kicks, 4 corner kicks. They have 25 shots, 14 on goal. However, we're tied 1-1. So the stat that matters, Russellville's still hanging on there. Lady Cyclones just with 10 shots, 7 on goal. Just 3 shots on goal here in this half. 1 corner kick, 6 free kicks. We're waiting. Channing Frederick able to come back in. Now you have to wait until you have the advantage before you can sub back in. So she's back in. And Russellville will get a throw in after the goal kick. Keister going to throw this one in. Gets it to Frederick along the side. She'll try to center it. Goes over the head of Ruth Payne. Ruth able to chase it down, being hounded on her left side. She's angling towards the right side. Ruth all the way near the corner along the 18-yard box. It's going to be taken away by Searcy as they try to clear it. It hits off of Ruth. Now they'll clear it near the center circle. It bounces past Russellville, and Zoe Barnes able to send it back down for Russellville. Can Russellville get possession here inside of 40 yards? Nope, Searcy able to chase it down. Simon having to play this one back. Big kick by Searcy all the way down Zoe Barnes playing this one down for Russellville. She'll send it back through the center circle. No, it'll be cleared back by Searcy, and Searcy going to take control of it. 11 minutes left to play in the match. We're all tied at 1 here in the 5A state championship game. Ruth Payne has it for Russellville, 50 yards away. Pass along the right side to Coetzel. Maddie along the sideline will send it into the 18-yard box just ahead of Ruth Payne, who's able to kick it, but it goes past the goal line. But deflected off a Searcy player. Russellville's going to get their first corner kick of the second half, their second one of the game. It'll be on the far side as we're turning, looking at the goal towards our left. And it's Julia Callahan, the one that's going to put it down for Russellville. She's a lefty coming in at an angle. She'll kick this one to the front of the goal. The header goes straight across. I don't know if it touched Russellville or the Lady Lions. It's going to go past the touchline, and they'll say it hit off of Russellville, so they'll get the throw in from deep in the corner. They throw it in quickly here. We're all tied at 1. Under 10 minutes to go in the 5A state championship game. With it is McMahon ahead, and they're going to kick it to the 18-yard box before they can get there. Maggie McGill once again coming out from her spot to grab that one. Fatula was the one giving chase, trying to get there before McGill could get there for Russellville. But Maggie coming out from her goal spot to cover that. Russellville misplaying one on their own end, and then there is Allie Barnes to clear it for Russellville. And we'll get a handball called on the Cyclones. So free kick coming for Searcy. And this one will be from where they're going to put her down, from 40 yards away. 9 minutes, 5 seconds left to play in the match. We're tied at 1. Free kick for the Lady Lions from 40 yards away. Stayed low, one hopper, and caught by McGill. Russellville tried to play it off the hop, or as it was coming down, it skipped past the Lady Cyclone, and McGill had to jump up, but she was able to catch that one. She comes over to her left side and does a drop kick from here. It goes to the center circle. Ruth Payne, again, with a double team. She's going to be knocked down by the double team, and now we're going to stop time. And it's going to be a foul called, and they're going to give a yellow card on Searcy because the girl pushed Ruth Payne with both hands, knocking her down, and so Searcy going to get a yellow card there. They've been able to play physical, but they have not. When you extend your arms out like that, it should be able to be seen, and they are stopping time here. He said stop time, and they have not stopped time. We stopped it at 8:33. They've rolled it down all the way to 8:11. And now the head official who gave the yellow cards, he's going over to talk to not one of the assistant officials. I don't know who he's talking to. I think they're maybe trying to put some more time on the clock. Right now I've got it at 8:11 because they do. We stopped it at 8:33. And the lead official coming over to this side, and I think they're asking time. How much time do you have left? We're going to see. They're going to put some more time on the clock here. 8:32 is what they want. So we were almost dead on. The officials they all have stopwatches and they all keep time, so they do put. Now they've got 8:32 up on the clock here. Russellville getting a free kick after they knocked down Ruthie Payne right at midfield. Maggie McGill from a goal spot up to take the free kick. A couple of hops, it rolls into the 18-yard box, but nobody's touched it. Searcy going to let it go past the touchline in the corner, and it'll belong to the Lady Lions. I was waiting to see if they were saying it's Russellville, and no, it is given to the Lady Lions, and now Searcy going to sub in and out. 8:05 left to play here in the match. We're tied 1-1. Lady Cyclones scoring first at 37:26 left in the match, and then Searcy scoring 15 minutes later to tie it. The goal for the Lady Cyclones was Julia Callahan, her fourth of the state tournament. She scored 2 against Harding Academy in the first game of the state tournament. She actually scored the first 2 goals in that match, and then had a PK goal against Little Rock Christian. Also had an assist against Shiloh in the state semifinals. Lady Cyclones with possession deep in their own end, under 7.5 to go. The kick comes to the center circle from McGill to Payne. Payne stutter steps her way, being hounded by 2 players again. She'll scoot this one ahead. Callahan, who's left open here, has got some space inside of 30 yards. They knock it away from her as they converge on her. She'll kick it back. It can't be handled by Reese Prince. The Searcy Lady Lions will clear it all the way down. And now Kana Keister able to get possession here. And she'll kick it back to Zoe Barnes, who goes back to McGill. McGill has to leave it on the turf. Can't pick it up when your teammate kicks it to you. Kicks this one near the center circle. Played down by Searcy. But Callahan coming up with it. She'll send it forward. Can Channing Frederick chase this one down? She can't get to it yet. It's going to be cleared and deflected off of Frederick past the touchline. A throw in for Searcy. Just bad bounce for the Lady Cyclones there. Off the throw in, McKeely Hardman with the steal. And she'll center this one. Can Russellville get to this one? Pops it high in the air. Played down by the foot of Kowitzel. Searcy will clear it and get it near the center circle. 6.5 to go. We're all tied at 1. If we stay tied, we'll play an overtime period. If it's tied after that, it's a sudden death goal. Not like in any other where you have to finish the overtime. You play one overtime period, that's sudden death, a second overtime period, that's sudden death, and if you're still tied after that, then you go to penalty kicks. That's what happened to our Cyclones in the quarterfinals, losing to Hot Springs Lakeside. It was a goal kick for Maggie McGill, under 6 minutes to go. Cleared by Searcy, played down. McKilly Hardman with a nice steal. Maddie Kowitzel for Russellville will pass this one ahead. Lady Cyclone's going to get control of it. Pass ahead, just too far out in front of Ruth Payne, but chasing it down the other side is Channing Frederick, and she'll kick it backwards off of Searcy. It'll go past the touchline. The Lady Cyclones will have it for a throw-in, but very deep in the Searcy territory here. This will be this throw-in from Kana Keister will happen inside of 20 yards. She'll get this one. She'll throw it into the box. They pull down Callahan with no call. Russellville trying to center it, and now Channing Frederick knocked down past the goal line, and she's slow to get up. Ball goes past the touchline. It'll stay with Russellville. Both players up eventually, and Frederick just now getting up as the throw comes in to Callahan, and she's knocked down back out on the turf, and this one happened in front of the official, and he did not deem it a penalty, and it goes past the goal line. He'll say a goal kick for Searcy. What we got to do to get a foul called here? Under 5 minutes to go. We're all tied at 1. Searcy with possession along the far side, a deep kick that may flip the field if they can get possession, and they can. On the far side, Carson Skelton with a nice steal for Russellville. She'll give it off to Allie Barnes. She's having to work the wrong direction there, but just to get possession, she'll turn and fire it past the touchline just to get some breathing room, as Searcy will have it at midfield. 1-1 our score. Zoe Barnes will kick this one 20 yards down the field. This is going back and forth right now. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left. Now ahead to Simon. She's their speedster. She has their only goal. She's going to chase it down in the corner. Guarded by Keister. Will try to center this one near the corner of the box. It's going to be played out by Russellville's McKeely Hardman. They're going to get a quick throw in if they want to go quickly. Piper Holmes will throw this one to the corner of the box. Knocked away, and now let's see. They're going to say a handball called on Searcy. And Russellville will get a free kick from deep in our own end. It'll be about 90 yards away, so we're just outside the 18-yard box. In fact, they're going to have her put it down on the corner. McGill, our keeper, will kick this one away. 3 minutes, 18 seconds left to play here in the match. We're all tied at 1. Ball near the center circle, played down and controlled by the Lady Lions of Searcy. Searcy trying to mount an attack. Russellville trying to push them back a little bit. Pass goes over to Simon. She's fast enough to get to it, being slowed down by the wet conditions a little bit near the corner. Trying to work around Keister. She'll center this one at the corner of the box there. The shot goes wide left as it's knocked away nicely by Maggie McGill. She's the one that caused it to go wide left. As a nice save by McGill. Russellville now out of the woods as they still have it. Possession inside the 18-yard box. They can't clear it. Searcy knocks it down. Allie Barnes able to get it away, and it's going to be off of Searcy past the touchline. Good job by Allie Barnes not panicking, but a nice save. And I tell you how nice it was. She had to dive for it, Maggie did, but she only was able to get it one-handed. She touched it with her right hand, deflecting it wide left. And they're going to say it was a foul before the touch line, so give the Lady Cyclones a free kick here. But deep in our own end, again, on the corner of the 18-yard box. McGill to the center circle. Searcy with possession. Double team, triple team, ball kicked away. Simon's going to have an open look, and this one will just go wide right. An open look at an empty net there as McGill had to come out to try to play it. Couldn't get to it in time, and Simon, who scored their first goal, misses this one wide right. And she would like to have that one back. It was bouncing, and she kind of had to kick it with her shin just below her right knee, so didn't get good foot on it. And she's beside herself right now. She knows that was huge there. Russellville going to get a throw in along the far side. Keister will throw this one in. 1:24 left to play here in regulation. We're all tied at 1. Searcy with possession. Lady Lions turning around is McMahon. Georgie McMahon will work it all the way from the right side to the left side, just outside the 18-yard box. It's going to be deflected by Julia Callahan past the touchline. Searcy will get it on the throw-in with 1:05 left to play. We're tied at 1. Final minute of regulation of the state championship game. The throw-in goes off Searcy and past the goal line. Searcy misplayed that one as they threw it into the 18-yard box, and our keeper will get to kick it away. Substitution for the Lady Cyclones. Kate Blanchard coming in, replacing Channing Frederick for the final 45 seconds. McGill puts this one down and will kick this away. 50-50 ball. Searcy has control of it. 30 seconds left. Popped up in the air by McKeely Hardman. Carson Skelton. Let's see who's going to get possession. Searcy has possession, but working it backwards with 24 seconds left. Kick goes to the edge of the 18-yard box, and now coming out to slide. To stop it is McGill. An open goal there, knocked away and knocked in by Searcy. Searcy turns and knocks the score, making it 2-1 with 12 seconds left. McGill had stopped the shot, but could not control it. It spun away from her, and off the rebound had an empty net, and Searcy scored. They have 8 seconds on the clock. We have 14. It looked like it went through right about 12-14. But the Lady Cyclones fall behind 2-1. With 8 seconds to play, they're not going to put more time on the clock. They're talking about it right now. We had it 14 seconds. They're going to put a few more seconds on the clock, but it's the rebound that got in there for Searcy. The rebound happened. McGill was able to make the stop but could not control it. She had to slide, could not catch it, went off her hands. And the Lady Cyclones are going to bring out McGill, leave the net empty with 8 seconds left. McGill going to kick this one down. You don't really have a lot of time here. Last-ditch effort for Russellville. We're waiting for them to start time. And they are going to look like they're going to add some more time on the clock. Putting 18 seconds on the clock. So that's a little more than we'd hoped for. We thought it was 14. But the clock here, they just kept it rolling. So 18 seconds left. Lady Cyclones trailing 2-1. Desperation time for Russellville. Big kick by McGill, who's trying to score off this shot. One hop and caught by their keeper, Simmons. Now she's going to kill some time. And she's going to hang on to it. She'll kick this one away. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. The Lady Cyclones have lost the championship game to Searcy by a score of 2-1. A tough loss as Searcy takes their first lead of the match with 18 seconds left. Searcy celebrating, jumping around. Lady Cyclones walking off. A couple of Lady Cyclones have fallen down, just exhausted, upset, just down about this, but they have nothing to hang their heads about. They made it all the way to the 5A state championship game, but lose it here to the Searcy Lady Lions by a score of 2-1. We'll take a break, come back with your post-game show. This is Lady Cyclone Soccer on River Country 102.3.
I choose to have my vehicle serviced at Phil Wright instead of going somewhere for a 10-minute oil change or a quick lube place because of the service, and also because at Phil Wright, I'm able to get not only my oil change, but they know my vehicle. They've serviced it in the past, so they know its history and they know what it needs. If it needs something else besides oil, it's available here. I can get everything done in one stop.
As a dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Johnny Story in with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
High school students, are you ready to level up your future? If you're a rising junior, Arkansas Tech's Preview Day Level Up is going to help you unlock your potential. Join us on June 4th to visit the campus, visit with professors, learn about our amazing honors program, and find out how to hack your way to a better ACT score. A better score means more scholarship money for college. Come see what it's like to be an ATU student. Register today at atu.edu/levelup.
Welcome back. We're here at the state championship game. The Lady Cyclones lose to Searcy by a score of 2-1. The Lady Cyclones right now being presented with the runner-up trophy. Lady Cyclones not supposed to be here, but they'll be able to reflect on that later. Right now, a lot of sad girls there that have fought with this team, and some of them ended their career here, and tonight with today being their last match, but they're taking the picture with the trophy anyway. Hard-fought game for Rushville. Let's go for the stats for you. Searcy dominated the statistics there. They had 30 shots, 18 on goal. The Lady Cyclones 10 shots with 7 on goal. There were 4 corner kicks for Searcy all in the second half, 2 corner kicks for the Lady Cyclones. Free kicks 14 for Searcy, 8 for Russellville. On fouls, there were 13 fouls called on Russellville and 5 called on Searcy. 1 yellow card for each team. There was no scoring in the first half. We had a 1 hour and 53-minute rain delay at halftime in the second half. Within the first 3 minutes, Russellville got their first and only goal. Julia Callahan, with 37:26 left, off a free kick from 25 feet away, made it 1-0. Her 4th goal of the state tournament, and for Julia, and 26 goals for her on the season. 15 minutes later, Searcy tied it with 22-19 off a shot by Simon. She was able to tie it at 1-1. And then tough going, because you're sitting here thinking overtime's coming. We're going to play a 10-minute overtime period. But off a rebounded shot with 18 seconds left in the match, Searcy wins it in regulation with a 2-1 score, and that's how we end it. Lady Cyclones fall to 18-4-1 on the season. Searcy improves to 22-1-1 on the season. It's their 7th state championship, their first one since 2022. Lady Cyclones won a state title in 2012. But they have made it to the state championship game 6 times now with just that 1 win. But nothing to hang their heads about. A good job by the Lady Cyclones. They did a fantastic job just getting here, beating Harding Academy on day 1 at Harding Academy's home field, 6-2. In the quarterfinals, they knocked off Little Rock Christian, who were the reigning state champions, beat them 2-1, and they beat Shiloh Christian in the semifinals a week ago, 5-1, to get here to the finals. But just came up just a little bit short, 18 seconds. That's all we needed, just to maintain for 18 more seconds to get to that overtime period. But it was not to be tonight, or today, as the Lady Cyclones lose this to Searcy 2-1. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Lady Cyclone Soccer and all our broadcasts of Lady Cyclone Soccer. Not just that, but because we are the official home of all your Cyclone and Lady Cyclone sports, not just soccer, but all sports. Appreciate you, Stephen Berry, for being our engineer for almost everything we have done this year. And appreciate you, the listener and the watcher, for tuning in to KCJC and also on our Cyclone Booth radio station. YouTube station. We'll be getting football and volleyball soon. That's going to be coming up in just a couple months. But this concludes this regular school season. And once again, your score: Searcy 2, Lady Cyclones 1 in the 5A state championship game. For Stephen Berry, I'm Mickey Duval saying this has been Lady Cyclone Soccer on River Country 102.3.
Russellville High School soccer. State tournament action for.
I want to say to everybody here watching the live stream, again, we thank you for tuning in with us. We could not show the video because of the AAA would not allow us to do state championship games, but I do appreciate you hanging with us through that really tough loss for the girls. But, again, I could sit here and say, it's a great season and all that. I know they probably don't want to hear that right now, but it was a good season by our girls, and they're going to come back next year. They're going to have to replace some parts. But they deserve a lot of good things, and our congratulations goes to them. But good season for the Lady Cyclones. Again, they fell to 18-4-1 on the season. Searcy improving to 22-1-1. Congratulations to our Lady Cyclones, and thanks so much for tuning in.